To the open book, where every voice matters. Every story got layers, and every conversation opens something new. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Welcome to the open book, where the real conversations flow. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every story got meaning. Every perspective shows. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Late night talks with the smooth bass knocking. Whole room tuned when the topics dropping. Authors, culture, real life views. Open book vibes bring a whole new groove. No fake energy when the dialogue starts. Different perspectives play a major part. From page to podcast, the vibes stay deeper. Real conversations every single week. Welcome to the open book, where the real conversations flow. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Every story got meaning. Every perspective show. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Every chapter different. Every voice got purpose. Every voice got purpose. Turn the page.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Thursday. Make sure you tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live. Also, y'all, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, cash app, or buy a coffee. And those links will be in the description field of this video. So let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Sheila, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis, and thank you for being first in the building. I appreciate that. Hey, T Mills, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. Hey, Mama, welcome. Mama 80s. Come on now. Hey, Monica is in the building. She said, good evening, OB and everyone. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I know after work, y'all, we just want to relax and chill. I know earlier I did my cooking, so that's over. Everyone has eaten, so I was like, this gives me a chance to come live and chat for a little bit. So, y'all, this was a topic that I wanted to highlight, okay, because we are seeing this so prevalent right now, not just with our Black men, but also Black men and women. Now, we're going to talk about some updates with some of the women on tomorrow, but there are two men, Black men, that I wanted to highlight that have tragically lost their lives. Now, if you notice, there is a poll, okay, if you all can take some time and vote in that poll, just your thoughts as of right now. Do you think that the death investigations of our Black men are looked into thoroughly, okay? Or do they give up too soon? Now, we have two different young men, one by the name of Tyrone Davis Jr. and one by the name of Derek Samuel, okay? Which some of you may have heard of his case recently, and some you may not. So I'll give, when we get to that portion, an overview of who Derek Samuel is and what happened. Now, one thing that I noticed in common, y'all, with both of these cases is that they're ruled either not foul play or nothing suspicious prior to an investigation being done or getting any formal paperwork back. I'm on line. Any formal paperwork back, autopsy reports, the toxicology reports, and so forth. Why is that? Why is it that we're not waiting, okay, to get at least that portion back? Or why are we not looking into following through on leads, checking phone records, checking video camera footage first before we come out making statements. Oh, no, no, no. It's nothing suspicious there. Oh, no, no, no. It's no foul play. We just saw, a bullet on the ground and it was his gun, we believe. So, yeah, I guess he did it to himself. Like, what? What? Are we really doing this? Are we really going to sit back and allow this to continue, y'all? This is happening over and over with many. These are just two black men that we're highlighting today. Okay. Hey, lover. How are you? She said, oh my God, I'm so glad you're comparing the two. I just mentioned this today. Yes. Okay. Monica said, write that part. Hey, nothing but the truth is in the building. Welcome, sis. Hey, LaShandra. Salute to you, Miss Parker. Miss Parker, thank you so much. Miss Parker said his friend sent me some receipts and I have more questions now than ever. See? Okay. I'm telling you, it's so much, Miss Parker. It is so much, y'all. And so I'm glad that you brought that up. Nothing but the truth said it's a lot going on now in this world. Y'all, when I tell you, if I could afford to do it, I would be a full-time investigator and report on these cases because they could literally take up your whole day. Okay, I would do it. It's like I'm having to break up stories, one here, do a premiere here, because it's so many, it's so much going on, so many updates all at the same time. But it is really, really sad. Now, for those of you, y'all, this is something that's interesting because I know many of you have followed with the Tyrone Davis case. Now, I'm going to show a little brief. I'll show the brief video first that introduces kind of what happened to Tyrone. Now, I want you, as you watch this video, pay attention to the language that the news media uses, okay, when they're reporting this footage.
Who died in Gainesville in December say the information they're receiving is inconsistent.
Gainesville police officers say his death is not suspicious. Well, TV 20's Kayla Lewis joins us now along Archer Road, where officers say the man was found. Kayla, what are family members saying is the most frustrating part of the investigation?
Family members of Tyrone Davis Jr. say the most frustrating part about his death is the unknown. They say they don't believe he jumped out of a moving car. Gainesville police officers say on December 27th, officers came to the area of Southwest Archer Road and I-75 after receiving reports of an injured person. Detectives say their initial investigation determined Davis did jump out of a moving vehicle while in traffic, saying he sustained significant injuries to his head. After a few days at the hospital, he died. Family members say they don't believe he would jump out of a car and say it doesn't make sense why his girlfriend, who was supposedly driving, would leave him on the side of the road. Davis's father says to him, justice is having the full story.
He didn't deserve this, All I really want, is answers to what belongs to me, I'm not asking for, no GoFundMes, no money, no nothing. I just want candles, and prayers and answers, And as a father, what more can you ask?
Family members and friends have been posting on social media and even calling us here at TV 20 saying they still need answers. Officers say the investigation is still ongoing. Detectives say they do have a lot of evidence and information and are calling Davis's death tragic but not suspicious. Live in Gainesville, Kayla Lewis, TV 20 News.
Okay. So, notice there.
I wish there was an easy way to control that.
So, notice first with that, we could hear in this whole news report that she stated it was inconsistencies. Okay. There were things unknown. The family was not believing it, that he jumped from a moving vehicle. Social media played a big part where people were on social media talking about this. Then check out these words, and I'm noticing a lot. Oh, this investigation, although it wasn't suspicious, it's tragic, nothing suspicious, the investigation is ongoing. Okay. Now they leave a little room right there. I want y'all to pay attention because these words you're going to see also with Derek Samuel when we get to that part. Okay. They don't officially close. They can't do that quite yet. But by saying, oh, it's ongoing, you're giving some hope, like you're looking into things, regardless of, oh, we see some inconsistencies, regardless of there are a lot of things unknown, regardless of the fact that the families may not believe what y'all have discovered. Okay, we're going to just tell y'all that, hey, because the public is all on social media, people are talking about it. We're just going to say, hey, it's ongoing. We're still looking into this. Okay. I'm like, we're hearing that more and more with our young men. Hey, London, welcome. Hey, it is what it is. Monica said, right, I caught that. She said it was nothing suspicious. Right. How do you know that? Okay, at this point in their investigation, they had not even checked the footage. Okay, in the area, the video footage. This was right when it happened. So then you're already saying that, oh, this man jumped from a moving vehicle. Now that leaves people that really didn't stick around, y'all, because after the news reports of y'all, they take it as law and they're like, oh, that's tragic, man. But hey, the police, they ain't find nothing wrong with that. So I guess, poor thing, he must have felt sad and I guess took his life and jumped out of this moving vehicle. And then most of the world moved on. Okay. Not really seeing how this whole thing closed. Okay. And what were some things that were discovered along the way and even now being discovered. Okay. I would definitely do that, Miss Parker. Now, something else, let's see here. It is what it is said. Ongoing meant they were doing their paper to come on now. They were doing the paperwork. Okay, that doesn't mean we got boots on the ground. We're about to send some men out and really look into this thing. No, we're going to say this to appease y'all because y'all know that, hey, people online, they chatting about this. The family not feeling this, okay? So we got folks talking about it, trying to figure out what's going on. So let's just tell them that it's ongoing. Now, one case, y'all, that I can say they said it was ongoing, but they were doing some footwork was in the Romika Mix case. They said the same thing, and they had let Holly go, the one who shot and unalived Romika. They had let her go for 87 days, okay? But eventually, hey, social media, baby, was applying some pressure. The family was out there protesting and so forth, and then they ended up arresting her. Now, her trial is coming up probably in the next year sometime, but hey, that's a step, okay? Now, in Tyrone's case, y'all, it was a totally different thing. Totally different, okay? It was some time went on. Now, they did a little something following up on some leads, but we really did not find out really too much more. There are footage and things that the public still has yet to see, a lot of unanswered questions and so forth. LaShandra said, feeding the public lies while the police, not doing footwork, investigating the case properly. Exactly right. They had just got on the scene. Thank you, Sheila. Hadn't looked through cars, hadn't really done any interviews of the friends or none of that. But you're quick to tell the media. See, mainstream media comes out and they try to set the tone for these cases, right? And watch this, y'all. Even as in this Carmelo Anthony case, as you go back in time and look at those earlier reports, you're going to also see some things that the media was putting their own feet in their mouths. Okay, they were putting it in their mouths during that time. In the earlier interviews with his brother Hunter, he did the same thing. Because now, fast forward, we're at a trial. Some of the things y'all were saying back then are not true now. Okay, so when these mainstream media reports come out, y'all, that's something they're just getting from the police departments, okay, and just passing that on. They haven't fact checked nothing. They don't know how deep they went into these investigations or anything like that. Lovers say they found a bag of fresh food with Reek at Derek's, but he had been missing, 30 plus days? Right. Even in y'all, with his case, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, because we're gonna definitely get into the details of it. May not be a lot of details of it today, but y'all, it's so obvious that some things are not right. And we're gonna watch that press conference. I was boiling. I wanted to come live with this yesterday, but y'all, I had so many lives and premieres going on. I was like, well, I don't even know what to squeeze. Where can I squeeze this in at? Okay, this is crazy work. Exactly. Their words close the case. Tragic, but not suspicious. Exactly. That part. Now, something interesting too, y'all. For those of you who have really been following the Tyrone Davis case, I was looking for an article, right? Because I wanted to read a portion of what it stated in the earlier part of this case. So I came across an article from Channel Z Now. Okay, it's called Channel Z Now. And I'm like, what's Channel Z Now? So let me pull that up. And it pulled this article up. Okay, now this here, I wasn't even trying to go into this part, but because it had pulled this up, I said, what is this? Because I definitely have not seen it before. This was written by Robert Miller, February the 4th, 2026. So then it has Jason Chevy Boy J. So I said, wait a second, is this a real website? Is this a real website? So I go to the website and I type in this Channel Z Now. And it pulls this up, right? Now, these are recent articles. I even looked at the one with Ashley Janae. I said, well, let me look at that because I'm familiar with that case. Let me look up that info and see what it says. So it said what the news says, right? They have a lot of recent cases, things that have taken place. So I said, okay, well, let me see what this article says. Are there some facts here in this particular article? Now, in this article, it says Jason, because I wanted to show it to y'all because I didn't want y'all to think that I was making something up, because I know Jason has been the topic of discussion recently, y'all. And he was one of Dro's best friends, right-hand man, right? Okay. Well, he tried to come up with an alibi. This is kind of similar. Y'all, these friends, something else, huh? These friends turning out to be enemies of snakes in the camp. In both of these cases, there's so many similarities. Your friends just leaving you, your girlfriends leaving you on the side of the road, things like that when you need them, right? So Jason was trying to give an alibi saying he was at a car show on the day leading up to when Dro's body was found on the side of the road. Well, come to find out, that video was not him recording live. It was a video that he had snipped a portion of it from a car show that was a year before. That was not even him recording it. So that like debunked that. So now we're wondering, he wasn't answering the phone for his boy, okay, when he was trying to call and bless him with the gift. And now your alibi has been debunked. So where were you, right? So now fast forward, here is this article that I've never, ever seen. Y'all, I promise you, I come up on stuff when I'm looking for something else. Now, some of these words sound familiar, which makes me wonder, was when Lulu did her post. Okay, I'm going to let y'all think for yourself. So it says Jason Chevy Boy J. And I'm going to go into this part on another live when we're talking about just Dro, because I want to show y'all the parallels between the two cases, mainly for the purposes of this slide. So it says online discussion and public speculation have increased following the death of Tyrone Davis Jr., also known as Stepdaddy Dro, as family members continue to seek clarity about the circumstances surrounding his passing. Now, it goes on to say, Jason Chevy Boy J addressed the allegations circulating on social media, stating that he is frustrated by what he described as false accusations. In a public statement, now I don't know where this was, he said that instead of allowing investigators to complete their work, people chose to speculate online. Who does that sound like? He added that Tyrone would not have wanted personal details about his death shared publicly. Jason stated that he personally contacted the city of Gainesville to ask about traffic camera footage, spoke with police officers after returning to find Tyrone on a stretcher, and went to the hospital in hopes of having Tyrone transferred after he was declared brain dead. He said he has been trying to get answers and help in any way possible since Tyrone was hospitalized. Now, family members of Tyrone Davis Jr., who died in December, have said the information they have received regarding his death has been inconsistent. While Gainesville Police Department officers have stated that the death is not considered suspicious, some family members have expressed doubts about the official explanation. According to police officers responded on December 27 to reports of an injured person near Southwest Archer Road by the I-75 overpass. Detectives said their initial investigation indicated that Davis jumped out of a moving vehicle while in traffic, resulting in severe head injuries. He later died after spending several days in the hospital. Wow. Okay. Now you see how they summed that up without really doing an investigation. Monica said that part, the news they feed and lies, they're the ones giving inconsistent stories. Exactly. I think Dro and Derek are both gang stalked on a higher level. Okay. With black cases, it's always limited info given out about the black person. But when it's a clear person, they got a whole paragraph about the clear person plus updates after updates. And boots on the ground. Oh, but let it be the black person committing the crime. Child, they done pulled your background. Okay. They trying to find your mama, who your daddy is. But when it comes to looking into the death, okay, come on now, of when a person is unalive, all of a sudden investigators reach us with the donuts, sitting back, waiting, saying, it's just an ongoing investigation. We'll get back with y'all in a couple of months. Is that what we're doing? Okay, because clearly it's happening, y'all, a lot. Right, London, Lulu said that. Oh, now wait a second. Who was saying it? Lulu or Jason? Because I know in that same 6-page letter, Lulu said she was with a close friend. So I don't know where this came from. We're going to definitely tackle. We got to definitely tackle this little paragraph or two in another live, because this just popped up. This was breaking news right when I was preparing for this live. Okay. I just wanted to show y'all that this was out there and I've never seen that. That was from February. It sounds like they interviewed the wrong person. Sounds like they interviewed the wrong person. Lulu trained him. Wait, what some of that is what Lulu said. I remember. Yes, it's on her IG. So Jason and Lulu both asked about cameras. But y'all, this would be so ironic because of what we're figuring out now, okay, about his alibi. And if this is true, that lets us know he was definitely there. Come on now. And was asking around. If this part is true. So we definitely are going to go back because I want to look into this. This would be like what? Like another nail in that coffin, child, that you were there. So was it you and Lulu asking about cameras in the area? And when they came back, who was looking to see Dro on the stretcher? So those stories, okay, are kind of clashing. Okay, I don't know who interviewed Jason, child, because I ain't never heard about this. Let's see. Keep talking, Jason. Now we know you and Lulu. Okay, F, and thanks for the confirmation. Okay, right. I called Gainesville myself, and they never called me back. Right. Yet Lulu didn't talk to him. I'm telling y'all, it's something up to that. Shout out to Purple Virgo. Thank you so much for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Right, London? That means that he would have been in Gainesville if he had witnessed that, right? Okay. And that would have also made him the close friend that Lulu was talking about in her 6-page letter. Interesting. Okay. So we'll revisit that. We'll revisit that. So I want y'all to make sure you notate what we just stated about how the police in the beginning phases said that there were some inconsistencies. Things were unknown. Okay. The family was not believing it. And then said that social media, they were talking about it online. Okay. Now let's move on to Derek Samuel. Now, some of you may or may not have heard about this case. Now, right now, what I'm doing is kind of introducing some to the Tyrone Davis, giving an overview for those that are not familiar. Then I'm going to give an overview of Derek Samuel's case. And then let's put together the similarities with the lack of investigation and how the police have handled both of these situations with these two Black men. Now, Derek Samuel was a 20-year-old man who was last seen leaving a Georgia Target store in late April. Okay. On Sunday, May 31st, the family of Derek Samuel said that Georgia emergency search and rescue crews discovered his body in a wooded area behind an apartment complex in Atlanta. Now, the nonprofit volunteer search organization told the outlets that a canine and its handler were the first to discover his body. Now, y'all, that's going to be interesting when you really get into this because it had been a long time, a month. And when the police first went there, they could not find his body. Okay. Hey, Brittany. And why is that? Now, something tells me that I could be wrong, okay, because I'm just kind of getting into the Derek Samuel case and reading over stuff and looking into it. Something tells me that with the investigation, okay, by them saying it's still open, right? I feel that with all of the stories and things that were taking place online, between friends, people were on, y'all, I have clips where they were on TikTok lives. See, Black people, especially young ones, they so crazy. They don't realize folks on here clocking everything y'all say. They can clock the where you leaving out stuff, clocking the lies. So they were all on there talking about, oh, they set him up and all of this different stuff, right? I think somebody got scared. Okay. They had that man body, and I feel like when the pressure was on, they took that body and staged that scene just like they staged, in my opinion, Tyrone Davis's scene. I feel like it was all staged, the way they put his body. It's no way, unless the cops are that lazy, that they went to that location and did not find that man's body in the beginning. How are you able to go back, a whole other rescue team with the dog, and then all of a sudden y'all find it? I don't care if it had rained. I don't care if it had rained. It's no way that could have happened like that. Okay. Now, God is a miracle worker. This man said he had prayed. Okay. He had prayed. And then they were led right to that man's body. I just really feel like somebody moved something and put it there. So then by the time they went back, and the police officer, he's going to talk about that in the press conference when we get to that part. He's going to bring that up. I just feel like they put his body back there or moved it or something to that effect, because I just don't believe they went there and missed his body like that. Okay. Let's see. LaShondra said, but Jason sat on Looney Live saying, no, I wasn't there, and that Lulu stopped talking to him. That's a lie number 2. He's guilty. Lock him up till he tells what part Lulu played. Exactly. And we caught him in a bold-faced lie. If you look at the video from yesterday, I clipped just the part where he was telling Looney that he was out of town and that he uploaded the video. I showed y'all the clip of the video, in that's not his reflection showing in that car. So, oops, try again. Okay, you were not there, Jason. Salute to you, T Busy. Welcome. Okay. So then, y'all, they said police in the Atlanta suburb of East Point, where Samuel was last seen before the month-long search. It was a month, y'all. Said in a statement shared to social media that the remains have not yet, clock this. I need y'all to write this down. The remains have not yet been positively identified and that the investigation remains ongoing. Now, can somebody tell me this? Riddle me this. If you have not positively identified this young man's remains, how do you say again that there was no foul play? Oh, okay, we'll get to that part because they said there's no foul play up in this case. Okay. They said we got there at 10 a.m., prayed with the family, and by 2 p.m., we found his body in the woods behind the apartment building, one of the places not checked before. A Georgia Emergency Search and Rescue spokesperson had told WUPA. Now, Samuel was last seen on April the 29th when security camera footage showed him leaving a Target store at East Point's Camp Creek Marketplace. Now, police previously said that he had been driven to the store by friends. Okay, let's use friends lightly. And footage captured him leaving the store and walking toward Commerce Drive before he disappeared. Okay, so wait. I was still trying to figure out, how do we have camera footage and people just turn it into ghosts? I mean, I had never heard anything like this in my life. How do you see a person on camera and then all of a sudden they just disappear out of nowhere? How does that work? Okay, I'm still trying to figure that part out too. Like 1 minute we see, it's almost like in Tyrone's, hey, he went into the pizza store, came out with the pizza, but hey, we can't see nothing else. Everything else was out of view. We really don't even know whose car he got into, but we just gonna say it was Lulu's car. Okay. We can't prove nothing, but hey, we'll just go with that. Okay, he got into Lulu's car and that's where he is. Okay, so now this man is leaving a Target store and then he's seen on camera leaving the Target store, but then he just disappears like a ghost. Investigators later found his cell phone in a wooded area behind the shopping center. Okay, they dropped that cell phone over there, child. Investigators also said that Samuel did not appear distressed in the surveillance footage as he parted ways with two friends. Once again, let's use that loosely. The two friends then reported him missing after they did not hear from him. Oh, the next day. So convenient. Y'all didn't report him missing. Where did y'all go? Okay. And were y'all expecting him to call? Okay, so that was weird. Authorities in Georgia Emergency Search and Rescue conducted a number of search operations in the week since Samuel's disappearance. Now, police said on May 22nd that they had conducted a search near Aqua Waters Quarry in Lithonia, Georgia, located about 30 miles away from the target, after receiving an uncorroborated tip about his disappearance. Now, y'all, they were given $15,000 for information that they could use, okay? Not just y'all calling up there saying, oh, I think I know where it is, y'all. They were saying the tarot readers, it ain't funny. Hey, Lori, they were saying the tarot readers were calling up there. Baby, they said everybody started calling. Once they started offering that $15,000 reward money and was sending them all over the place. They were on a wild goose chase. I was like, oh, Lord, not the tarot readers saying we know where he was. Okay. So they also traced his cell phone to an area near Red Wine Road, according to WAGA. Now, searches were conducted there, but the remains were not discovered until that Sunday. Now, Samuel's family, who had previously said that the 20-year-old was cheerful and outgoing and had dreams of starting his own clothing line, shared that they are now deep in mourning following the discovery of his body. Although this is not the outcome we all pray for, unfortunately, it has now become our reality. Samuel's family had told the police, or the news station. Thank you to everyone who has prayed on our behalf, and we ask that you continue to keep us covered in your prayers as we navigate this difficult time. It's hard, y'all. We just ask for some privacy to grieve now. So the family, y'all, is now having to grieve the loss of Samuel, but without a lot of answers as to what really happened to him. Okay. They haven't even gotten the autopsy reports back and those things yet. Okay. Now let's take a look at this press conference. I'm going to tell you, child, your nerves might get a little bad because it frustrated me. Okay. On yesterday when they said that there was no foul play, and as they walk us through what took place in this investigation.
Found dead not far from a target that he was last seen alive leaving from. So let's tune into that news conference.
Target, we see him at several stores. From there, he walked across the street to an adjacent apartment complex. The apartment complex is gated. A vehicle entered and he walked behind the vehicle into the apartment complex. Our detectives went door to door to every apartment in that complex to see that they know Mr. Samuel.
Okay, I'm gonna call BS right there on that part. In my opinion, I'm just saying my opinion. I do not feel like this police department went to every door of that apartment complex asking if they knew this man, and if they did, a lot of people in the neighborhood, they don't want to be involved. They're not going to say anything anyways. Okay, so I don't know. When I had heard that, something in my inner gut was like, I don't think they did that. I really don't. If y'all couldn't even find his body, child, I don't think y'all were walking all over those apartments, just going door to door. Do you know, is he here? All of that. Come on now. That's just my opinion, though.
We tracked his cell phone. The cell phone records showed triangulation in the woods behind the apartment complex. On the 16th of May, we went to the woods in that area. Our detectives walked about 4 miles trying to find anything, cell phones, Mr. Samuels, anything that could assist us in this investigation. We were met with negative results. We received thousands of tips which we had to follow. On the 18th of May, we went to Lithonia to a lake, and also with the assistance of the Cashapp County helicopter unit, we searched the lake and met with negative results. On the 31st of May, due to the weather, we had to have a delay. We went back to the same locations earlier behind the apartment complex. After about 3 hours of searching, we were able to find some human remains. At that point, we were not sure who that individual was. We went back out there the following day on June 1st. We went back out there, we was able to find additional human remains, as well as Mr. Samuel's cell phone, a handgun, as well as a shell casing. Based on facts of the case, at this point, we do not suspect any foul play.
At that point, y'all, after not being able to find his body for a month, after going back out there and you found a weapon and a shell casing, okay, now you're not suspecting foul play. I mean, what investigation have you done, though? What investigation beyond people just calling up to the police station and you walking, going from apartment to apartment, asking, does anyone know? Is he here? Has anyone done anything? Like, what else? There is no autopsy report been back. You said that y'all have not even positively identified his body. Okay, so how do we know at this point that there is no foul play? As soon as I heard those words, y'all, I said, here we go again. I promise you, it echoed. It was like deja vu. The same thing happened to Dro in the beginning. And notice here, This press conference was done for mainstream media. Okay. A lot of people, even if we continue to go through this and go through some details about it, y'all, and we figure out some stuff, guess what? After yesterday's announcement on mainstream media, some people have now left this case. They have moved on, not in just a negative way, like, oh, well, forget it. No, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to that young man, thinking that possibly he unalived himself. Oh, yes. Did I mention that now the new thing is to make Black men and women look like they are unaliving themselves? Oh, okay. Y'all want to talk about 4 different ones right quick? Let's go through that. Dro jumping from a moving vehicle. Derek Samuel shooting himself. The 3 sisters who were found over in Brighton Beach, okay, in the UK, drowning themselves. Oh, and recently an update today with Ashley Janae hanging herself. Are y'all noticing a trend with our Black men and women that not only are they not thoroughly looking into these cases, but they are making it look as though we are unaliving ourselves? Y'all, we got to pay attention to the patterns. Pay attention to the trends. If you have loved ones that have been unalived and it's not sitting well, because they're looking into these cases and people are trying to make the victim look responsible for their own deaths and not bringing anyone else to justice on their behalf. Okay, we're seeing that too many times. It's coming out more and more and more. Like I said, this is only 2 cases of 2 Black men that we're starting to see this trend. I mean, we're not starting to see a trend. It's been a trend, but that we're bringing awareness to. Okay, yes, because they will be afraid of what will happen to them. Exactly. Hey, Lakeisha, welcome. Walk 4 miles. MF was walk 20 miles. Girl, the reason I know that seemed like a lot, they don't even want to chase nobody no more. Okay, so that y'all mean to tell me these police officers walking from door to door in a whole apartment complex when y'all don't even want to chase, y'all would rather shoot or tase somebody? Come on now, what was the man that was running? They done put the dog on that man. What? I forgot his name. It's so many cases, y'all. They put the dog on the man. They didn't even want to chase the man. They done sent the dog after the man and then bit up the man. Okay, mauled him to death. Shooting him. You know, it's just so sad. So I didn't believe that part. Now, all of a sudden, before y'all even go into things and get reports back, we're saying that there is no foul play. Okay, so just peep the play, peep the patterns, peep the trends. Okay, and welcome everyone that's coming on in.
We do not suspect any foul play. I know there have been thousands of rumors and speculations on social media, but we have facts that are not known to social media, and based on our facts, we do not at this point suspect any foul play. Detective Mashad, along with other detectives, work this case. Lieutenant Mashad is here. He is here to take questions, and I just want to thank everyone for their prayers. I ask you to pray for the family. I'd like to thank the Georgia Emergency Rescue Team, as well as the Central Georgia Rescue Team as well.
Right, Brittany. And I'm glad that Brittany said that. Let's add on mental health. They just said Ashley Janae unalived herself due to mental distress. Oh, okay. Okay.
For assisting us in locating the remains.
Hi, Angela.
At this point, we have not positively identified them as Mr. Samuel, but based on clothing and things of this nature, we strongly believe it's going to be the remains of Mr. Samuel. Lieutenant Bashard will be here to take any additional questions.
Y'all soon.
What part did the Georgia Emergency Search and Rescue Team play in this? Did they find the remains, or did your police department find the remains?
So I'm Lieutenant Mashad with East Point Police over CID. So the Georgia Emergency Search and Rescue Team, they assisted us on May 31st. So we were working together with them. We had teams out with them, detective that was with their team. So it was a collab effort. between.
No. That wasn't the question. No. Sir. No. Y'all are trying to now take credit, talking about it was a collaborative effort because your men were out there when they found the body. No, that man said that him and his team prayed with the family that morning at 10 a.m. They found the body at 2 p.m. See, they don't want to admit that it took the this other team, okay, of people that were helping, okay, this I forget what they're called, the nonprofit group, and their dog. They don't want to look extra bad that, oh, we had a whole month and couldn't find Derek. They didn't want to admit that on camera, child. Oh, well, y'all see how he's skating? I'm gonna let y'all see. Just watch how he skates around that question to show, oh, we were there, but to show their lack. He didn't want to show their lack of investigative skills with this. Watch how he skates around that.
Play in this. Did they find the remains, or did your police department find the remains?
So I'm Lieutenant Mashad with East Point Police over CID. So Georgia Mercy Search and Rescue Team, they assisted us on May 31st. So we were working together with them. We had teams out with them, detective that was with their team. So it was a collab effort between them and us, and we appreciate them.
If he was found not too far from where, I guess, his cell phone pinged, why weren't dogs taken out right after he came up missing to search that area, or were they?
So we went out on May 16th, and that was based on information that was received from his pings. As you know, we had to wait until the weather was conducive to do the search, and then we did it on the 18th, or correction, on the 16th, and then again on the 31st.
Look at the time gaps in the investigation. Y'all should have been boots on the ground every day. Okay, now it is what it is. He is kind of going to go into some of the conditions. He didn't, out of respect for the family, did not want to go into a lot of description, but we can probably use our imagination on some stuff. But his body had decomposed a lot. And they said that outside, it had rained. We got to also consider animals and things of that sort. So the police, they have not positively identified his body. The family has stated that it's him. You see what I'm saying? So in some cases, before the police put it out there, the family would go on social media and then they will release some things. Hey, Ray, welcome, sis. Let's see here. At this point, OB and chat, we need a check cut for real. Right. Okay. Because we more detectives than the detectives. Girl, I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah, they had to wait on the weather while they're looking for this young man. That's what he said.
Detective, prior to Derek being found, there were already rumors on social media from some of his alleged friends saying that he was dead. Did you guys interview those people, and how were you able to determine how they did that beforehand?
Yeah, so we've interviewed multiple people in this case, and what happened was social media took over this case, and there was a lot of narratives that were being put out of people that were either trolling or didn't know anything about what was going on.
What message do you give to the family? They just don't believe that Derek would have harmed himself.
So I can say that though we're at this point right now, we still have a lot of digital search warrants that are out there, a lot of digital information to come back. So, pending any contrary information, we still have information that's coming into us.
Do you think there's a need to take a look at your protocol, your procedures? If I was a family member and the body was found 32 days after he went missing, it was found near where his cell phone last pinged, do you think that there's a need to take a look at your procedures?
That's a very good question. A lot of people want to answer that question. But here's the reality. Once we received information, we walked 4 miles in those woods. We talk about a heavily dense area with vegetation. It was very difficult to find the remains we found. We had, the first time we went out, we had 5 cadaver dogs, 5. We was out there 6 hours. We walked over 4 miles. We did not locate him. We went out there again with the additional assistance of additional cadaver dogs. So I don't think it's a procedural issue. I just think based on where he was located, he was very difficult to find. I'm not going to go into details about the remains, but it was very difficult to locate who we believe to be Mr. Samuels. Very
dogs
difficult.
That hit on the remains, were they dogs from the police department or from that search and rescue?
We had 2 different search and rescue teams, and there was those dogs. They are specialized in locating cadavers.
See, y'all, he still does not want to give those people their credit. He does not want his police department to look bad, y'all. Okay, that man is trying to give you some heads up that y'all need to look into your policies, procedures, how y'all handle this case. The lack of, not just how y'all handle it, y'all. Y'all look like y'all dropped the ball. It took a whole month, and these people came out here and made y'all look bad. They found him within a few hours. Okay. Now, either somebody was playing with the police and had moved Derek's body and then put it back there. Okay, I don't know. But something is definitely off. They are not trying to look back because, see, they know this could possibly be a lawsuit. Don't let Ben Crump them come up in here because, child, they going to definitely pay a lawsuit, okay? The reason why they're not putting effort in this young man's case is because they don't want to add to the situation if there was game activity or not. They want to keep the community quiet. Well, the community already in an uproar, and they're on social media already talking about it, okay, going back and forth. This is not actually helping the situation, in my opinion. Thank you. Okay, yes, the Black reporter, right. Okay, yes, Sheila called us the Open Book Police Department. The Open Book Police Department, child. We got some new names. We are detectives over here. Just put a DET period in front of your name. Okay, you have now been deputized. Okay. Right, he asked some good questions. He really did. The police department needs to review their procedures. Right, exactly. If his body was obviously moved, they still think there was no foul play. Thank you, London. That's what I was thinking yesterday. Am I missing something? Because that would be the first thing I would think, like, man, we've been out here all of this time, multiple times, and we didn't find his body, but now all of a sudden the body is there. Like, I would think something was really up with that. Okay. Y'all didn't locate him, so why was it difficult? Exactly. Hey, Karen. Or how was it difficult? I'm confused. He's confused. He just does not want to admit their lack, okay, of them, how they handled this investigation. They could have put on rain gear, thank you, to go out there, okay, get some umbrellas and things of that sort. Not put a DET in front of your name, right, Detective Monica? Yes, okay. Y'all have been deputized because, child, we are giving them a run for their money.
The search and rescue team.
Yeah, the search and rescue team, yes.
Now, Chief, Derek went missing or was reported missing on April 30th, but your office didn't send out an alert until May 11th. Why was there that delay in getting out this missing person report?
So based on the circumstance we knew at the time, immediately we sent out our search warrants for the cell phones. We put an extended circumstance request. Normally that happens in a couple of days. It took over a week to get those things back. So we're trying to figure out what took so long for us to get those returns back from the cell phone provider. And that was a huge delay. And that caused a huge delay. Also, we had people saying they saw him. We had several people, even after the 16th and 17th, I think his girlfriend was on social media saying she talked to him that morning. So we had a lot of speculation of people saying they noticed him, they saw him. We went and interviewed people. We got information from Cobb County saying he was at a laundromat. We went to a laundromat. It was not him. So we received a lot of conflicting information.
So you didn't think he was missing? That's why you didn't put out an alert?
Well, we did put out an alert. So we thought, well, we knew he was missing. What we did not know was where he was.
And Chief, I know that hindsight is 20/20, but are there things that you wish you had done differently now that you know what you know?
So I can't go into a lot of details of the actual case, but what I would tell you is they did everything correctly. It may not appear that way looking from the outside because it took so long for us to find him. But remember, we immediately went door to door in that apartment complex. We had already previously searched those woods as well. We just didn't have any cadaver dogs. Once we got the triangulation for the cell phone, we searched that entire area. We were 4 miles in the woods looking for that information. It just did not show. So it wasn't as if we sat on our hands. That is not the case. We were searching lakes. We was following leads. We was using a different search and rescue team. We did so many things to this case. A lot of people just don't know because we didn't announce it on social media what we were doing.
Did you request that team, that rescue team?
It was a combination. The first rescue team we requested, the family also requested a different rescue team. Matter of fact, they're here. They even contacted me about it as well. And so we just got together and collaborated and worked together on it.
Okay, child, look, let me just let you know, sir. The family probably contacted that other rescue team because y'all weren't doing your job. You weren't in 30, you couldn't find their loved one in 30 days. That's why they contacted the other team. Quit trying to add it. See, I hate when folks do that. You know, like when you come along and you do something well, and then people, have been working on something and they see you trying to attach to your success. You not trying to give me my shine. You trying to talk about who was collaborating? Child, we our own company. No people like we came out here to help y'all, but hey, don't take our credit because y'all couldn't do what y'all was supposed to do. Okay. He keeps saying it was no. The family saw y'all weren't doing it, so they called in their own team. Thank the Lord. Okay. Missing means you don't know where a person is. What is he talking about? Girl. Okay, that's what I tell people all the time. Black men for bad enough and just don't make it home for a black king. Right, exactly. They put out an alert on the phone. He can't go into a lot of details because they did absolutely nothing. Again, sir, y'all didn't find him. Thank you, Detective Monica. I'm telling you. See, the thing of it is, what type of specialized equipment did y'all use? You know those little zap things? What are they? I don't even know what it's called. I need to start learning my material. We're going to be detectives. Now, y'all know the electronic thing that you run over the ground when you're looking for something. Child, y'all should have had multiple of those outside. Okay, running those. What were y'all doing? Walking through the woods looking on the ground for it? I mean, you're not going to find it like that. So were you using any specialized equipment in these 4 miles that y'all were walking, allegedly? Okay. Like, come on now. That's why they brought in the other team. He lying and the truth ain't in him. Okay. I'm just saying that is crazy.
And our detectives was also with the rescue team when we were out there. We had multiple police officers searching those woods.
They were just standing around.
And like I said, I want to make it clear. We're talking about a heavily wooded area. Heavily wooded. It's not like what you see out here. So it was, the terrain was very difficult to maneuver. It was a very difficult case.
How come there's this distance between people saying that it's hard to be solved between humanity? Why do you
say it again, Shailene?
In this case, it's so difficult between the online and actuality. Why did you see that?
Well, people believe that they actually saw him based on how he looked, but it wasn't him.
How come talking on the phone?
I'm sorry?
Did you say she spoke with him or she texted him?
Well, I'm not sure why she said those things. I mean, you have to realize people are not always genuine, and some people want attention, things of this nature.
Quick question. Could you just I know a lot of people are going to be wanting to know this. Could you just clarify one more time what pointed towards no foul play?
So, based on information we're not ready to release, we had other people contact us, other family members contact us. What we do know definitively is he had a weapon on him when he was at the marketplace, and we believe it's the same weapon that was located. And right now, we don't suspect any foul play.
Did the body sustain a gunshot? Did you say that?
We didn't disclose that information.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the only one confused? Okay. She asks, how are y'all able to determine that there's no foul play? His response was, because he had a weapon on him, it was his weapon. So the man says, so was he shot? And he was like, oh, we haven't disclosed the information. I'm about to chunk my whole pen. What? So how are you able to say it's no foul play just because a person has a weapon on them, and it could still be their weapon? Oh, he found a bullet casing there on the ground on the side of him, but you haven't disclosed if he was shot. So what conclusion do you want us to make from that? And just because he was shot and there was a weapon there and a bullet casing, I mean, a direct shot would probably show you more of suicide, right? I mean, or even nowadays, you can't even say that because you have to test it for DNA. Was there someone else's DNA on the weapon? Like, where's the investigation part is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's so many questions that people have, and he's not answering any of that. So once again, how are you trying to say that this is no foul play? I'm still confused. Okay, still confused. Let's see. The nonprofit team should have did this press conference. Thank you, Detective Monica. Yes. Detective Sheila. Yes. Okay. Right. That's the question, and his answer didn't deliver. I'm over him. Right, girl. I was yesterday. That doesn't mean he pew-pewed himself, trying to make it look like this man unalived himself. But for him to be found 32 days later, why would they think there was no foul play? Like, are you insinuating that that's what it seems like he is insinuating, that he took his own life. But if you have not even been able to positively identify this man, you haven't even gotten back the autopsy report. How are you able to say that right now? See, that's the point of this live. I want y'all to clock how they are giving up before going into a thorough investigation. Okay, we just out here saying people unaliving themselves, people have mental health, we're blaming the victim's death on them without even looking into things. If he just said we're still investigating, thank you. How are you out here on paper saying that there's no foul play? Because they want people to shut up, to move on. Okay? They trying to put, on the front for the media because it's already been long enough. Okay? It's already been 32 days. And then now these people came and made y'all look extra bad and found him on one. Okay? So it's making, he don't want to lose that job. See, his job is probably on the line. His job is probably on the line after this investigation. So as y'all can see, this is called covering your butt. And y'all probably would say it a little different way. Y'all get the clue. Okay. Hey, Buttercup, welcome. Good evening. It's embarrassing to even be the same race as them. I mean, it's crazy work. Not just that, but being that didn't find him, how can they say no foul play? Yeah, they didn't even find him. But he's saying it was a collaborative effort. Just because your cops are there does not mean your cops, okay, or your officers were the ones to join in on this effort. They could have just been there, just, around the scene, just kind of patrolling the area, okay? That doesn't mean they were key in locating this young man.
You thinking that this may have been a suicide? Have you ruled suicide out?
We have not ruled suicide out, but I can assure you right now we don't see any foul play.
Chief, so you say you guys found remains on Sunday and then you found more remains on Monday?
Correct.
Did y'all catch that? Oh my gosh. Whew. So this man's just told us that they found some remains on Sunday. Then they found more remains on Monday. So that could pretty much let us know the state of his body, unfortunately. Now, once again, how is this no foul play when you couldn't even find the man whole?
I think, people watching will wonder, well, how, is it not foul play if two separate remains were?
Let me say this. This is a heavily wooded area. Something that delayed the search is what Lieutenant Machado alluded to, was the weather. So it rained multiple days. I think one day we had a 7-day rain streak, so we could not use the cadaver dogs during that time. He was out there approximately almost 30 days. Rain, heat. It's a lot that goes through a body during those times. So I don't want to go into decomposition, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
Chief, one last question. You've mentioned multiple times how social media has perhaps hindered this investigation, but we know that police departments all across the country use social media as a tool in their investigations as well. So in what ways did this particular case make social media that much more challenging when, we know oftentimes it can be helpful?
So social media is a double-edged sword. We use social media, we put out reward for information, and unfortunately when you put out rewards for information, you get a lot of information. We had psychics calling us, we had people saying they saw him. Multiple people called us and said they saw him, they talked to him. So we had to follow all those leads. That's very difficult if it's not that person. So social media also hindered because some of the friends went on social media and also added things and added comments, which even greatly hindered the case. It's very difficult. When you offer reward, it's a positive thing because if people have information, they come forward, but it also makes people come forward who may not have accurate information. So it kind of helped, but it mostly hindered, unfortunately, in this case. That's why we also put out things on our social media in terms of what we were doing, because I thought it was very important to let people know we were actually working this case and we were not just hoping in things of that nature.
Will that reward money go to anyone?
The reward money will not go to anyone that has given us information because it's our efforts that.
Did y'all clock that? Okay. Baby, they holding on to that reward money. They need to give it to that other team, that research team, talking about because they didn't aid. No. Y'all need to give that money to that other team. Okay? It's talking about psychics. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Blaming it on the heavy wooded area and rain is diabolical. Yes. Okay. Let me find out they use the social media police. Right. Hi, Erica. Welcome. Exactly. I'm telling you, if he said that one more time, yeah, zap them all. And I blame it on the rain. You silly. Hey, Stephanie, welcome, sis girl. Oh my gosh. Stephanie, tell us what is going on with this. Because we still trying to figure it out. Okay. This man, he said they had $15,000. They had psychics calling up there, people saying they saw Derek and all of this. And then eventually, y'all, another team had to come in with their cadaver dog. They found him within hours, child. They couldn't even find this man in 30 days. Okay. So he's probably about to lose his job. Child, he out here fighting for his life at this press conference. We not understanding if it's suicide, if it was homicide, part of his remains on one day, part of the remains on the other day. Y'all had tip money. Nobody gave a tip. Nobody did. We are lost. Okay, you had the phone out there pinging. Y'all done walk 4. And it's an embarrassment. Okay. And then to say there is no foul play when you have not even done, and welcome everyone coming on in, you have not even done a thorough investigation is an injustice to this young man. Okay? And the other people, they just standing there with their arms folded in front of them. Y'all need to help him out. Okay? He needs to call a friend and get off this mic. This is embarrassing. Like, seriously.
News results.
Is this still ongoing or is this case closed?
It's not closed yet. There are some loose ends we want to tie up, and that's what we're working on right now.
Okay, there you go. The general answer we were just talking about earlier, y'all. Oh, it's ongoing. It's not closed yet. We got to tie up some loose ends. That just means let's wait it out so y'all can be quiet, so y'all can quit talking about it, and then we'll stamp it and say case closed. No foul play, accident, okay? Or suicide. We'll stamp one of those. Okay? With nothing back yet, no toxicology reports, no autopsy reports, nothing. These are his words. Oh, it's the family, they got their doubts, but hey, we found them. At least we found them. That's what is given. Okay? Y'all have not even looked into it and made that call. This is embarrassing. It really is. If his body was separated in areas, it's impossible for him to harm himself. Thank you, Angela. Right. They chose the wrong speaker or they rehearsed the wrong lines because ain't no way. Something is weird with the black men coming up. Yes, it really is. Hey, T-Lady, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. Okay, the same thing as Dro Girl. It was like deja vu all over again. Okay, I want to know what the autopsy states. Right, we all want to know if they were given a chance to come back. Okay, he already talking about the phone records took longer than expected and all of that. Child, y'all, I'm like, what's his name? What's his name on Lean on Me? Mr. Clark, baby. Mr. Clark told that lady, next time you better go down there and get them test scores yourself. They better next time go down to that phone company and tell them, look, we here at the headquarters because we need those phone records. This man has been missing for weeks at that time. Okay? And we're trying to find him for his family. You don't just sit by eating donuts, drinking coffee. Somebody said smoking cigarettes, waiting on phone records to come back when this man each day counts. Okay? It had rained. It had done all of this stuff. That's hard waiting at home while you're wondering where your loved one is. Then you got all this online beef going on. This story, that story. It's too much. They needed you to do your job. That's why they called for the other team. Okay, hi, Vanessa. She said, good evening, new member. Shout out. Thank you so much, Vanessa. You were already family, but now you are an open book member. She said, enjoy watching your content. You do an amazing job. Thank you so much. I appreciate that support, sis. They're in a Masonic stance. Girl, I don't even know what that is. Okay. Well, okay. It's not closed yet. We're trying to tie up some loose ends. Girl, I wouldn't have even said that. He should not have even said that like that. Okay, what are loose ends? While they're getting their paperwork together so they can close the case. And y'all, sometimes though, in some of these situations, if there were some, some gang activity and stuff like that, sometimes these members will kind of lead the police to some stuff and give them some info on some people. Like they will sometimes have informants in some of these communities. I know that in Houston, they have Cornell X. He's an activist. And he's, known to get some answers out of people. There was a missing little girl. I think her name was Malika. Y'all may remember her. And the boyfriend had lied, came up with the whole story about some people pulled them over and robbed them and took the little girl. So they found out the boyfriend was lying. Found out he was the last one with the little girl while her mom was at work. And people saw him carrying I think the camera saw him carrying like a laundry basket he had unalive that baby and put her in a basket. Now they went on a hunt. Okay, they had organizations coming out looking for her as well. So they eventually arrested the boyfriend. It took Cornell X going in there talking to him while he was in jail. And the guy, now I don't know what Cornell X told him, because you know, sometimes they'll threaten them and tell them, hey, look, we know people in here in this jail. Okay, because you know, those guys in jail don't like when you harm kids. Okay. Y'all, he started singing like a bird, and he led those people directly to where he had unfortunately put that little girl in a trash bag and left her on side of the road to the exact mile marker where he left her. Okay, so sometimes there are people that are, you know, they know how to get information out, because it was like, man, that's crazy work. You know, y'all been out here a whole month and could not find this young man. This is crazy. It's embarrassing. It really is. And for y'all to sit here and say, oh, it's not closed yet because we want to top some loose ends, y'all ain't even started doing nothing. Y'all haven't even really started getting into the investigation. Y'all haven't even gotten the paperwork back. Okay, y'all got the phone records, but have y'all done anything with the phone records? Or are we just going to say, oh, we got phone records like they did there in Gainesville? Oh, well, we downloaded the phones. This is the information, but did y'all get the real phones? Okay, did y'all compare it to what the telephone company has? It's different than, oh, let's collect forms. Let's collect this. But what are you doing with the evidence? What are you doing with the witnesses? Are you verifying their statements? It's okay to write something down, but are you looking into it? Are we really going into thorough investigations? Or are we just too lazy, especially when it comes to a black man or a black woman, to say, oh, I'm going to just say this so we can move on. I'm going to just put this down, you know. I don't care what their family thinks. Okay? They were saying anything instead of doing their jobs as police officers. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. This is Georgia. They'll take a little extra something in their paycheck. Total sellouts that could give a damn about their fellow folks. Right. Don't be surprised. Okay. Yeah, they look too relaxed. Okay. They looking too relaxed, child. Y'all should be embarrassed the way that y'all handled this. Too many demons. Yes. They normalized demon time. At first, I thought police try to keep things underground when investigating to basically lie or omit what's really happening so no one ruins the investigation. But now I don't believe them. That's true. Okay. And they could easily say, oh, we were doing something, we didn't want to put it out. Now, we do know that there are things that investigators do, like where they don't show their hands. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. When you're doing real investigations, you don't want to show everything on, you know, that you got on your plate. But I'm talking about the ones who are just saying stuff to try to appease the people so you can get people to be quiet, and that you're not looking at this black man as a human being that deserves justice, that we just gonna chalk it up as yet another black man that's gone. Yeah, the toxicology. Was he poisoned or something? Was he given some type of drug? Have y'all looked into that? Have you considered that? But we just thinking this man walking down the street and turned into a ghost, and then no one can find him for a whole month, and he mysteriously comes up when they come, a whole group, not the police, and they find him within 4 hours. You can't make me believe that this is real life.
Obviously, this was a high-profile case, and my last question, but do you feel that you and your department had the team in place to be able to handle the response from social media, and what ways have you learned from that?
So I would like to say this. I will put our detectives up against anybody in the country. We have one of the best detective units. And unfortunately, though, just based on weather conditions, it took us a lot longer to come to this result. Something that hindered us was weather. Also, all these anonymous tips of sightings. So those things kind of hurt us a little bit. But in terms of our team, We had the city of Atlanta working with us, city of South Fulton working with us. We have a strong detective team and a strong group of people who wanted to solve this case. Thank y'all very much.
Like they really said to him, Charles. Okay. So that was the end result to that press conference, and seemingly the end result to the case for Derek Samuel, unless more evidence comes out or that they really look thoroughly into that. Now, hopefully, they'll come back with a follow-up update once the autopsy report comes back. That may take a little longer because of the way he described the state of his body when they found him. Okay. They haven't done nothing. They couldn't even find him. Clock it. Okay. A guy from my hometown, Demise, went cold for about 10 years until a new detective joined. It was as simple as tracing his call history. He was buried under someone's pond in the backyard. What? Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. If they look into it, they're just getting the forms and putting it with the evidence. And that's it. They're not looking into it. Yeah, he blamed weather. He blamed the anonymous tips. He blamed people were seeing him here. All of that would be considered excuses. Okay. The so-called friends heard him. There are 5 involved. Ooh, woo. I know he's lying. They already lost that bet. Talking about putting him up against, yeah, don't even go there, sir. The black man that shuffles out in his freshly starched uniform and spews the YouTube super what is that super biosis to calm the masses, known because we are done specifically with calming the masses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To calm us down, to be quiet, that we're gonna move on. This was not, anything foul play. Okay. Yeah, this is why so many people get street revenge. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah. So I wanted to show y'all that there are parallels with these two cases, with Tyrone Davis's case and with Derek Samuel's case. Or am I saying it right? Oh Lord. Derek Samuel. Lord, I was thinking I had it reversed. And so both of them, in both of these cases, things were suspicious, but they still didn't consider it, that warranted them to go further into it before calling it. Okay. Even when some things were unknown in both of these cases, they still said, oh, but it's not suspicious. Oh, hey, it's no foul play. Both families, even after this press conference, y'all, the family is questioning this. They don't agree with it. Okay, they're believing that their loved one, check this out, their loved one would not unalive himself. He was outgoing. Okay, he loved to have fun, things of that sort. They probably had conversations with them recently. Tyrone's family did not believe he jumped out of a moving vehicle. Okay, he wasn't depressed. He was looking forward to the new year. He had plans, goals. But in both of these cases, they're pretty much trying to call it before doing a thorough investigation. And before they actually got done with the investigation, before they got reports back, before they looked into footage. Okay, they're trying to call it. It is so, so sad. Now, let's see what y'all have voted for on this poll. Okay, so the question was, do you think that Black men's death investigations are completed thoroughly? 92% said no. Wow. 8% said yes. And thank y'all, those of you who voted. Thank y'all so, so much. Let me give y'all make some little noise up in here, okay? All right, thank you. Okay. Y'all did that. Okay. 92% said no. That's so sad. That is so sad that it's come to that. Hey Sharon, hey Tabitha. Okay. That is so sad that it has come to this. And so what we're going to do, y'all, and I know it's a lot of different cases going on, Lord have mercy. We're going to turn into a real, like Sheila called us, the open book police department. Who y'all? Because I want us to go into some of the things that took place within these 30 days. Some of the lives, a few of the lives that were happening with the Derek Samuel case, some things that were being stated, because y'all, it's more to this story. I don't care if they're saying, oh, it's no foul play. That young man didn't just disappear as a ghost off of the camera. Okay. It was way more to this story. One young lady came on a TikTok live and they didn't know who she was at first. And I wanted to show that to y'all when we do our next one. And she was telling them what was said about them setting him up. And then they got quiet and they were like, wait, who is this? Okay. They got quiet, child, because they know the truth. In both of these cases, y'all, they were surrounded by snakes. Okay. They were surrounded by snakes. People disguised as friends and girlfriends. Okay. Stephanie said, with the political tone of the world and racism rearing its ugly face loudly, it's possible that a collective political decision has been made to not put time into Black death or murder. Wow, girl, say that again. Okay. Derek was set up. Hi, Delightful here. Wait, I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I don't have my glasses because y'all be here giving everyone new names. Delightful. I'm gonna call you Delightful. Derek was set up. His friends had his book bag left in his car. When Derek was found, the book bag was with him. Anyone seen it, and a lot of people know it. Wow. Oh yeah, the community, they know. Mm-hmm. They definitely know. But in a lot of these communities, they feel like, snitches get stitches, so they don't want to talk. But it's known who set them up. Okay, Erica, I'm gonna look into that. We're more thorough than the actual police department. We have more questions than they do. Exactly. Okay. Delightful said it's so crazy. The girl Mariah is even on the podcast, which is disrespectful. None of his family went on a podcast, and she was the one that misled the cops in the first place. And see, now that part I do agree with too. All these fake stories, okay, and and I know like the tarot readers and things, some of them, hey, they feel like what they're saying is real and true to fact, but that can also cause resources and police to get distracted with trying to follow up on things that are not true. Now, if you think something, that could be a lead that they can look into, but don't state things as facts and come on and just spread lies. If it's a theory, say it's a theory or allegedly, this, I'm not for sure. But if you're coming on saying something is fact and that you've seen it or know this or know that, then you're wasting their time. Okay, so I agree with that part. If the pills the girl claims she found are not in his toxicology, that will show her a lot. Thank you. That's why it's important to wait until they get the toxicology report back. And Derek never even went inside of Target, but he was with his two friends who made him feel comfortable. Come on, there you go. Made him feel comfortable just to take him there. It was a setup, and Dez killed him. Oh, on the live, we're gonna say allegedly. Wow, y'all, doesn't that sound familiar? Getting them comfortable. Lover said, yes, she made me mad. And did she get investigated? Probably not. Probably not. Because they said what? Oh, it's not closed yet. We're just tying up some loose ends. They went back and planted the book bag with him and brought extra fresh food. The food would have spoiled for 33 days. Thank you. So Delightful, let me ask you this, okay? I feel like that whole scene was staged. Okay, now do you feel like they could have brought him back, his body back there at a later date than when he originally went missing and when the police had tried to find him the first time? Do you think that they caught wind that people were looking into this and it was on social media, that they had set him up and all of this, and then took him back and staged that scene? What do y'all think about that? Hey, Shelly. Hey, sis. I don't know. That just came to me. Monica said, I said they planted that book. There you go. Detective Monica. Come on. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you, Shelly. If y'all would like to help your girl reach her goal, you can send a super sticker for any amount and it will go towards the goal. Okay, she said exactly. She tried to say it was a bomb that seen him because she was like, oh, there we go. Another homeless person they putting in the mix. Uh-oh, this sound familiar? Trying to put the homeless people in the mix. That's a shame, y'all. Because they be out here lying. The way they were talking on that live was suspicious. Yes, exactly. It seems suspicious. Hey, Mama Magazine, welcome, sis. It seems suspicious. Right. The pills, the book bag, all staged in both of these cases. I believe they were both staged. Where'd the Tesla go? They placed him where the police had. Ooh, Detective London. Girl. It made them look crazy. It's an embarrassment. That's why I think they brought him back. Is Dez the light one? Because everything about him said guilty. I don't know. Which one is Dez, y'all? Is he the light one? Right, Sharon? Another homeless. Oh, these people, they wrong for that. Because I think they tried to involve that homeless man in the Tyrone case and get him to say some stuff. She is leading the story by planting thoughts in people's mind, distractions. Have everybody heard of it? Yes. Sharon. She said, Mariah, come to the front. We got some questions. We're not going to jump you. We just got some questions. I feel like he was in a trunk. He was never in the woods. And they put, there you go. There you go. Now then I'm wondering too. Shout out to Shelly Shells for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's live. Okay, so then y'all, the question would be, whose trunk and where was that car? You see what I'm saying? Because that would be a smell, like in the David case. Like in David case, that body started smelling in that Tesla eventually. Because that's a good amount of time. The 5 so-called friends are in video with him are the ones that hurt him. 3 with fake dreads. The light-skinned one and the boy in the music video with the baby. He the one that had issues with him. Okay. And whoever did it probably was watching the detectives from the window. Thank you. When they were walking, going from apartment to apartment, as he put it, he was the one that was doing all that talking and cutting everybody off. And the guy that was asking the question said, "I'm not talking to you." In Dro case, the first statement was a homeless said Dro got took. Oh, yep, he took some steps and fell. Yep, he did. He did, Sharon, allegedly, but hey, that would have kind of went with what the homeless lady said too, though. Yeah, she trying to Mariah full of it. Who paid you to throw the case off? I instantly thought about Tyrone and his chicken wing. Yes, the staging. Y'all see, I'm telling you, some of these cases mirror each other. It's like, wow. Like they mirror with certain things, they mirror each other. I got to start putting my phone on Do Not Disturb when you live because people be calling interrupting. Okay. She said I'm hollering. Girl, I'm telling you. Remember the girl that was buried behind the school And the police had already checked it. Yes, it is what it is. What was her name, y'all? Shelly in Philly. She was from Philly. Shelly, what was her name? That was in your area. I can't remember her name. It started with the K. She gonna know it. What's her name, Shelly? Starts with the K. I know who you're talking about. Yep. They had already searched the place. Yes. And they had that young lady in the trunk, child. And then they went back. They kept having a smell back there. They had dumped her body. Oh. He's the sneaky one. Yeah, delightful. She done clocked a lot. Okay. Look, I'm trying to catch you. The boy didn't even see it coming. So sad and unfortunate. Exactly. But y'all, what did they do to him? The story didn't add up from what they first said on the first video, which opened everybody's eyes. Because they're trying to say, the police trying to say that, the gun was right there. They found, Kata Scott. Thank y'all so much. That the gun was there and the bullet casing was there right by his body. But they haven't released if he was shot or not. I mean, if you're alluding to the gun and a bullet casing, then he probably would have been shot, So they need to test that gun for DNA. And how many it's so many questions. That's why I'm wondering, how are they saying no foul play if they don't even know how it really happened? Okay, just because you find a gun and a bullet doesn't mean it's no foul play. Somebody could have put his hand, his finger, and pulled it on him. Somebody could have shot him. His extra DNA on it. Just like in Romika's case, the DNA is coming back. It found 417 pieces of DNA material right there in the crime scene. Like, what? That's a lot of DNA stuff right there for that crime scene. Okay. I mentioned he was in the trunk of the white Tesla that had the flat tire. It needs to be searched. They placed his body there later. Oh, yep. They probably need to see. There you go. They need to search that. Yes, you can tell he got crochet dreads. Not the crochet. Okay, I didn't know guys did that. I've done some crochet, the little dreads before. I didn't know guys did that though. Okay, I'm learning. Yes, yes it does. Drove so comfortable. Yeah, whoever he was with in that car, they made sure he got comfortable first. In both of these cases, we're not believing anything those lazy police. Girl. Did they fight him or am I wrong? Who, Brittany? Oh, it's a $ down below, lover. If you see the little $ and you click it, it'll let you send one. Thank you so much. You could tell he was nervous. He was talking loud. Yeah, people think like if they talk loud, they're believable. That don't mean you believable just because you talking loud. The loudest person is not always the most honest. Okay, in the room. Autopsy may show broken bones. That's true. I honestly believe his body could have been there the whole time. Like they said, the weather, so they probably ain't even looked long because of rain. Yep, that's true. Of rain, it made it seem like they were working, but wasn't the whole time. Probably was sitting in a car eating donuts. LaShandra, you crazy. Oh my gosh. Just like that young boy who got killed or with some water. And now everyone's thinking about Trayvon, how he got killed over Skittles and they both got free. Right. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but that man in that case, a couple of years, like he had 2 other incidents. There was another incident where he chased after someone. He pulled out his weapon. He didn't get in trouble for that. And then there's another video of him fighting a black girl in his store. They were wrestling. Like he was trying to stop her from getting out. And it turned into a whole him on this black girl. And he had his weapon. You could see it right there in the back of his jeans. He could have shot her right then and there in his store. So this man has gotten away with this multiple times. Yeah. I never knew that. until it's now it's coming back out. But yet it's still not guilty. Oh, okay. Child. Oh, y'all, I think I'm gonna get off because my nerves, this gets me upset sometimes. And then my voice goes with that. I'm from out here. Child is known for pulling weapons on African American patrons. But why do African American patrons still going to that store is my question. It's no way, if I don't feel safe going into a place because of the color of my skin, I am not going into that place. Okay, find another store. And it's so sad because he's probably the only corner store, and some of the people probably don't have cars, so they walk to the store. It's so sad. I would not go back into that store. And they probably can't now anyways, because child, they done trashed the whole store. Oh my gosh. But y'all, thank y'all so much for tapping in on this Thursday evening. Delightful said, my thing is now that the police is saying it was no foul play, them little people is going to feel like they can get away with something like this again. And I'm scared for the people who are speaking. You know what? You were right about that. Because sometimes, like we saw with Lulu, Tyrone's girlfriend, she has gotten away with things before, reckless driving. She almost unalived the previous boyfriend in an accident. He was ejected from a whole vehicle, but he lived, thank the Lord. But each time they get away with something, they feel like it makes them more and more confident and bold to do something, like they push the envelope. Okay, they want to see, oh, if I got away with that, they start getting cocky. But see, that's also they start making mistakes and errors when they start getting comfortable. Okay, so those types of things also play a part into that. That part, he wouldn't get any of my money, right? Okay, yeah, probably saying, hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. I'm going to need time and dates and video from when those cops searched. Thank you. Okay. That's what I'm going to look into. Because, child, y'all talking, in the way it seemed is though they went there when it happened. And then it seems like they waited for the rain, went back a couple of weeks later, and then went back a couple of weeks. Like how many times did y'all go? We need the date, the times. We need a log. Okay. Hey, the open book police department, we need a log of the times y'all actually clocked in there in those woods. Okay, I'm claustrophobic in small stores like that. Shout out to Lover for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. No respect, no money. Right. I'm not coming back to your store, especially if I don't feel safe. You might pull your gun out at any time if you think I'm stealing. Okay. And then even with the guy, Cyrus, when I looked at the video again, y'all, because you know, each time you watch a video, you see something different. The wife is the one that really got that started. Okay. He had already showed her he does not have the water. He emptied his pockets, his hoodie. So why then are we chasing him? He just walked out the door. Here y'all come chasing him. He takes off because he's scared at that point. He probably saw death about to come for him. Okay, y'all are chasing this man 2 versus 1, and one has a weapon. Sounds almost like Romika Mick's case. Okay, but y'all trying to say that Romika was the aggressor. It's 2 of y'all against me, and you got a gun. Okay, so who should be afraid? Yes, pay now. Hurry up and buy. Pay now. The street will be heating up even more. The fact that the cop said is no foul play, that means they're going to turn against each other and it's going to happen again. Right. Right. It's so sad. They have these stores for economic poverty, but unalive us. So true. She said you got me late. Oh my gosh. I'd really like to hear from Willie. Do you think he isn't speaking out of fear, or was his brain injured during the accident and doesn't remember? I'm hoping it's not that he really has like amnesia. But at the same time, y'all, if he doesn't, I think he would be scared of Lulu. That's why that man got out of Dodge. He doesn't even live in Florida anymore. He's gone. Okay, he's scared of that girl. I'm telling you, she probably spazzes out and is evil and demonic. She has two different personalities, the one with the glasses and the one without the glasses, child. Okay, and she is probably hell on wheels like that girl McKenzie. I mean, probably willingly drove them into that median and that car flipped. I could see that happening with her too. Like that girl drove into that wall. And Willie probably said, I done made it out of this. I'm getting out of here. This girl crazy. Tyrone, it was a little too late. It's so sad. Yeah, Willie's scared. Okay. OB, make a team and designate assignments. That's what I'm going to have to do. Hey, I'm chosen. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm going to have to, at this point, we're going to need Detective LaShondra on this case. We're going to need Detective Delightful on this case. Detective Monica. Child, because we overbooked. Okay. We are overbooked at the Open Book Police Department and Investigative Agency. Look, let me put that on the screen. Oh my gosh. This is our whole name. Let me put our whole name on the screen. You're welcome, Delightful. Thank you for joining and giving us the deets, girl, because you are on it. Okay. Yeah, now George Zimmerman is a whole bum. She said, how do you spell it? Yeah, he is. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, let me put our new name up here. Okay. Look, our Open Book Police Department and Investigative Agency. I started thinking about this thing. You can't eat your ice cream in peace without getting unalive as a black man. You can't walk to the store and get you some Skittles and a tea and go back to your daddy's house being a black man. Okay? You can't go get some pizza and wings and enjoy your vacation being a black man. Okay, and all this ain't shot by the police, y'all. Other people too. Okay, you can't even be outside of a store selling you some CDs. It's like we are limited. You can't stand outside smoking a cigarette. These are all these cases. You can't ask a question and seem like you about to get rowdy and bowdy. You could lose your life. I mean, it's so many people and so many of these cases, whether it's by other people unaliving them or by the hands of a police officer. I mean, it is just so sad. And then when you have these deaths that are, seemingly by someone else's hands, and the police departments are not doing their due diligence in calling it as accidents or not suspicious or, no foul play, and then wanting everyone to move on, it's not right. It's not fair to that person and to their family and friends. It's so, so sad. So we got to continue to call it out. We got to continue to speak their names, continue to bring awareness and highlight those cases because it's starting to happen more and more. Thank you so much. I love what I do, y'all. Y'all have me going and tickled on here too. I'm going to say it for you. Fear, sheer terror, PTSD. She can do that to a person. Exactly. Yeah. That man probably get PTSD and he see her. I'm always see the man from Deliver Us from Evil, the man that stuttered when her name was mentioned. Oh, girl. Right. He always, girl, you silly. I forgot about that movie. And now Facebook is comparing his face with Trayvon's face, and he looks so much alike. Yes. Oh, that is so true. I can see the resemblance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we overbooked over here. Okay. Jason, we coming for you. Those of you who came in late, y'all, and I know some of y'all are not following the Tyrone Davis case, but I wanted to show this to the people that came in late. Y'all, we will definitely tap into this on another live. But y'all, I always come up on something when I'm looking for something else. I was looking for an article about, when Tyrone lost his life, when they have the news articles. Y'all, why did I come up on this article? And it's sounding like Jason to talk to the police department, child. And some of the stuff he's saying in here is some of the same stuff that we've seen Lulu saying. How did this happen? Okay, and it's not a fake website. At first, I thought it was a fake site. But y'all, the timing of it all, and this was back in February. So we can't make this up. This article was back in February of this year. And they're saying it like Jason has spoken with the police, trying to find out what cameras were there. I really be ready next month, OB, when I get the license to carry. Uh-oh, you get your license to carry. Okay, yes, I think he is scared of her. Rest in peace, Reek. Yes, let's drop some blue hearts for Derek Samuel. They call him Reek. And Tyrone Davis, they call him Dro. Let's drop some blue hearts in the chat for them. You can't even sit in your own living room. Right. That only happened because people kept calling and saying he was alive and he's seen him. Yeah, they was trying to throw the police off. Yes, open book. And it's so sad. We need justice for both our kings and queens. Exactly. Well, we know Lulu schooled Jason on what to say, what not to say. Exactly. Because it sounds alike, y'all. Some of the parts in there sound alike. Like, who said it? Lulu or Jason? Because Jason, we didn't already debunk your alibi. Okay, so you got to come up with another one. Where were you on the 26th? Okay, where were you? Yes, I saw that. Like to cry. It's so sad. Goal each day is to make it home. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Mr. Child should have stuck to shrimp, fried rice, and chicken. Wait a minute, let's shut the shrimp. Oh, Lord, now you should have stuck to the shrimp, fried rice, and chicken. Girl, you are crazy. Right, the life, but that would be Willie. Poor Willie. I ain't laughing at Willie. I just know Willie is scared. Willie is scared for his life. No, well, I guess Riri, Lulu, Jason, and all others involved wrote out their generic one-size-fits-all speech. Stephanie, give me your phone. Okay. She said they wrote out a generic one-size-fits-all. But y'all, it is so funny. The timing of it all is what got me. My mouth dropped. I have never seen this before because we've been on Jason's, but like seriously, he thought he was off the list. I told y'all a few weeks ago, I said, I'm not clearing him quite yet. I know some people wanted to cross him off the list. Nope. I said, not quite yet. And I'm glad I said that. I'm glad I said that because we caught it word for word. I have been hearing of a video and I said, well, let me go and look at it for myself. When I saw the reflection of the white legs in that car, I said, this ain't no Jason. Jason, you were not there on the 26th. So where were you? Now we seeing an article, Jason. Okay. Now I can't make this up, y'all. I looked it up to see if this was a real, legit website. It says Channel Z Now. Okay. Now this here article was by Robert Miller. I don't know who Robert Miller is. I'm going to do some more research. February 4, 2026. Now, also, where's this picture at with Jason and Lulu on the right? I have never seen that picture. Okay. I've never seen that picture before. Have y'all seen that picture? I've never seen that picture with Lulu and Jason. So even if somebody's trying to be funny, this ain't funny because this making them really, really look suspect. Okay. Jason seems real full of it. I'm sick to my stomach. Exactly. Jason is the weakest link. Yes, that's who they need to talk. He looked like he was about to break on Looney's interview with him. Okay. If the police called him, he's going to wet his pants. He got scared when he thought the police was down the street. Somebody said, y'all see how he got nervous when he thought the police was down the street. When Looney really started asking him questions in that interview, that's when he hopped off. He hopped off the line. Okay. I would like to guess where in the world was Jason for $2, please. Right, it is. June is Man Mental Awareness Month. Wow. LaShandra, she got me tickled. Jason was in Lulu somewhere. No, it is what it is. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Not in my book. He not. That's from the train plane when all the family was walking out. Oh, okay. So wait, what trip was that, London? Hold on, I need to write this down because I want to go look at that. Because I don't think I remember. So it was a time when he was there with Lulu. Okay, so you said it was a train. This was a train plane trip when all the family was walking out. Okay, Lulu was walking out. Dro was way ahead of him. He's probably was looking at her butt and stuff hanging behind. Willie like, oh Lord, no, keep my name out there. She evil. That's why I said I was gonna leave Willie alone. He done moved on. He got a new girlfriend and everything. Rena, Lulu, Jason. The pic is the Davis family went on a train ride. Okay, and Dro got off before them. Oh, I want to see this video because I've never seen that picture. I didn't know where it was. Yes, you need to do a live, Shelly. Shelly has a channel, y'all. She talks about mental health as well. Yes, we got to look at look, Detective Lover. Hey, look, that's next. Okay, we got to see who this person is, Harpo. Now, did you really talk to Jason? Did he really say this stuff to you? How did you get that info? Okay, because clearly, hey, Bless Winks. London is correct. We was on a family trip and everyone was walking to get on the train. See, I've never seen that. Yes, clock that, Detective London. Okay, she and Jason matching. Sure did. Jay looks scared. Oh my God. Have you ever seen this article, Bless Winks? I've never seen this article. And it says, y'all, now, like I said, allegedly, I came across this when I was looking for another article. I've never seen this article before. It says online discussion and public speculation have increased following the death of Tyrone Davis Jr., also known as Stepdaddy Dro, as family members continue to seek clarity about the circumstances surrounding his passing. Jason Chevy Boy J addressed the allegations circulating on social media, stating that he is frustrated by what he described as false accusations. In a public statement, he said that instead of allowing investigators to complete their work, people chose to speculate online. He added that Tyrone would not have wanted personal details about his death shared publicly. Jason stated that he personally contacted the city of Gainesville to ask about traffic camera footage, spoke with police officers after returning to find Tyrone on a stretcher, and went to the hospital in hopes of having Tyrone transferred after he was declared brain dead. He said he has been trying to get answers and help in any way possible since Tyrone was hospitalized. Now, didn't we see that with Lulu? Did somebody write out something and then just say, hey, we all gonna, like Stephanie said, a generic message, like we all gonna say the same thing? Like what? Jason and Boo Boo make sure the story was tight. Okay, this something like Art said. Didn't Art say, hey, did you talk to Lulu? So wait, Art, were you supposed to say this? Okay, did Art get off the script? Because he said our stories are supposed to match. Is this the matching story that everybody is supposed to have? Because why does this sound like what Lulu? Okay, watch. I'm going to put this side by side. And we're going to look at her 6-page letter and then look at this. and we're going to see some similarities. Okay, a lot of similarities. Because who again? So is this the close friend that Lulu mentioned that we've been thinking it was? Okay, I'm just saying, because y'all got the same statement. I'm just saying. Okay, Rena, Lulu, Jason, R for 500, Alex. Oh, when they met up with the twin. He scares me too. Lulu, Jason, Riri have very aggressive foreheads and jaws. Can't trust folks like that. Obi was in Lulu somewhere. Where is Jason? Yeah, I haven't seen the train ride. Okay. Mister, they pick me up. Right. Hey, Nookie. Okay. She smell. I smell it too. Jason can't complete a coherent sentence. He mumbles. Spares Jason on pretending to talk. Yeah, that's the part, Stephanie. This here, because when I remember I asked y'all earlier, like, who does that sound like? Because this language here does not sound like the same language Jason was using on that interview with Looney. Okay. He doesn't talk like this. But we did see, let's just clock it right quick. Okay. I know those of you have to get off. I understand we done been through what we was talking about, but I'm going to just show y'all right quick what I was talking about for those of you who may have forgotten. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me share my screen. So it says, who again does that article sound like? It says, I'm so tired of the false accusations. You all didn't hear what you wanted to hear and or didn't believe what I said, but instead of letting the detectives do their job and figure out what happened, you all chose to bring it to social media like they could help. You all know Tyrone would have never in a million years wanted the details to his death, something so personal, told to the public. I was the one in Gainesville calling the city, asking if their traffic cameras work to see if those videos could give insight on what happened. I was the one asking the police officers what the F happened in shock when I got back to see him on a stretcher. I was the one in the hospital, good night, in the hospital trying to get him transferred to another hospital, along with one of his close friends, after being told he was declared brain dead, in hopes that he would gain back brain activity like so many others have done in the past. Willie. I've been trying to get answers and help baby in whatever way I could since the day he went to the hospital. Now we see some words that were added, but the whole main message is pretty much identical to what Jason allegedly said in the article. Come on now. Okay. I'm like, am I cracking up? It looks like a real picture. I think it's a snapshot. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I think it was a snapshot. Yep, I think so. Because see, it's like a live or something, because you can see it on the side, the like button. So someone did like a screenshot off of the actual live. Okay. Nookie said, new pics I'm here for. Y'all messing. I was sleeping. They woke me up. They picked me up. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Just let obedience question Jason, but we will get a confession. Yeah, we just need him to come on. Let OBPD. Come on over here, Jason. We just got some questions. Hey, Chef's Kiss. Welcome, sis. That's exactly what Lulu said. So something they add up. That's what I want to know. His eyeballs got wide as hell when he thought the police were down the street. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a video, but they did a screen, like a little screenshot off of the video of Jason and Lulu together, which is odd too, y'all, for this article. Whoever did that was messy. Ooh, because they got Jason and Dro on the left, but then they got Lulu and Jason on the right. Child, I got to see who Robert Miller is. Shout out to Detective Brittany for the super chat and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Keep talking, Lulu the fool. Angel. Okay. Let OBPD question Jason, then we get a confession the first time. We're going to catch him up now. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know. She's working on other stuff. One size fits all. I said, they're not super bright, and both of them repeating the same thing. Show us they practice that really hard. Okay, girl, what in the world? She only on her post has a few extra things. See that other thing that she said when she said after being told he was declared brain dead in hopes that he would gain back brain activity like so many others have done in the past. See, Jason didn't say that part. He didn't say that part. See, she was referring to Willie. See, Jason wasn't there with Willie. Okay. But see, her inserting along with one of his close friends, girl, you just gave Jason away. Because how again do you and Jason have similar statements? You probably wrote it down for him to read. Okay. And you just did the whole gist of it because it sounded like your little attitude in that. A guy doesn't talk like that, for one. And he definitely doesn't, because we heard him trying to answer questions. Even when he was talking to Dro in that video with him and Dro Child, he was stuttering. Okay. He was stuttering on that video when Dro was talking about his New Balances, that video. He's not a speaker like that. No shade. I'm just saying. And guys don't usually talk like that. So when I was reading it, I said, this sounds familiar. And I said, I'm going to show them this article, but I don't know where this came from. It was breaking news to me because I had just found it right before my live. And I said, I'm going to go back and compare it to Lulu's because these are some of the words that she used also. So why are y'all using the same words? And she's saying with one of the close friends. Notice, y'all, on the article version, he didn't say with one of his close friends. He didn't say he was with her, but she said she was with a close friend in hers. He didn't say along with the girlfriend in the article. Okay. So sad. Dro thought, he couldn't be snaked her back door. Right. Yep. He had real love for them. That's so sad. Very similar stories. Yeah, that's what I want to know, lover. I gotta do some more research because I don't know who that is. Baby. I don't know if somebody was trying to set him up. But you know, the thing of it is though, okay, let me check something out. The date on Lulu's post is February the 1st. The date on this article was February 4th. Wow. So Lulu made her post first. Interesting. Let's see. The eyes on OPBD and the squad right now. Watch Lucifer make a post tonight. Girl, okay. Now detectives, let's keep an eye on her IG over the next few days. Okay. Because see, this here is like she telling them Jason. Okay. And Jason, you gotta come again. We didn't already debunk that lie. Okay. It sounds like, and it also sounds like she could have orchestrated that. LOL, Jason is not too smart. Like she giving up Jason, but in the other one, Jason didn't give her up. She talking about Willie. That's what I'm saying, girl. She was talking about Willie. She's saying Lulu not even all of that. Girl, you crazy. Okay. The Skechers definitely. Oh, was it Skechers? Wait a minute. I thought he said New Balances. Girl, wait a minute. I thought he called them New Balances. And Jason was the only friend that knew anything firsthand. Yup, you right. You right. Jason and Lulu, y'all been stinking. Some snakes. That was some AI, like so many others did in the past. Sounds like plagiarized, like writing a story, not a heartfelt message to the public for your baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She doesn't like when we say that she has some AI messages. Yeah, because she's addressed that too. Because it does. It does sound like some Chat GPT type of stuff. Like, what's his name? Joe McCann. That whole message he wrote that sounded straight from Chat GPT. Okay. So some of those messages she writes does sound like Chat GPT. It doesn't sound like a very thorough message. Now, I will say she's a little bit more educated than Jason. So that's what got my attention. I felt like it was her talking in that post. Now, unless that guy took Lulu's post, and because she said with one of my close friends, he just thought it would be cute to just add Jason. I mean, unless he knows Jason, I mean, I don't know. What are the odds of that, y'all? Do you think this man will be trying to set Jason up? Because that's what it looked like. Okay. It definitely looks like a setup. Okay. Just because the demon said it, don't make it true. She wasn't trying to get him transferred like Willie. She had to make sure he was gone and couldn't tell. Clock it. Okay. Make sure he wouldn't come back. Okay. February 1st, Lulu post article by Robert Miller. February 4th. Yes. Yes. Not Screech the sketch. You silly. Jason, go back to sleep. You need all the fun sleep and beauty rest you can get, slime ball. LaShandra not playing. Hey, Detective Monica, I'm telling you, okay? I'm going to do a little more research on this, y'all. This is quite interesting. And I didn't, like I said, the way stuff comes to me, sometimes, y'all, it falls into my lap. I was looking for just an article, an overview of what happened to Tyrone to read to those that were not familiar with the case. This was the first thing that popped up. And I'm like, what is this? Because I've never seen this before. So it's just ironic that this popped up right at the same time that the attention and focus has been on Jason. It's his week. Okay. Right. Remember those Skechers, y'all. Because why would he interview Jason? Exactly. And when again, Jason's name not even in the police report. So why would it say now? Unless Jason would have called the police station and they just didn't notate that. But why would he? Now, I definitely believe some people were asking around about the video footage. I do believe that. Now, I don't know if Jason had already done that and cased the area, but somebody knew about the cameras in that area and what cameras would capture what. Okay, because it's too many coincidences that things were out of view. I heard Skechers are so comfortable, but I can't. Y'all still on them Skechers. Oh my goodness, zap yourself. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Out of all people and not a family member. Right. That's why I was asking Bless Winks if she's seen this article before. Because I had never seen this before. Yeah, she said, who the hell is Robert? Girl, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. We got to look into it. That's some of my homework along with all the other homework and cases we working on. But look, now in the members, y'all, we trying to find out who this other person is that is connected to Lulu. So now we got a missing person over an article that we don't know who this is. Like, this thing is crazy. It's like dots to connect. Like, seriously. So we will definitely look into it. Now on tomorrow, y'all make sure y'all tap in. We are going to look at some updates with the Ashley Janae case and the 3 sisters that were found in the water there at Brighton Beach. Both of those cases have updates. And so we'll talk about that as it pertains to Black women. Okay. Those groups of women. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Quite interesting. And then we got to catch up on what happened with the Carmelo Anthony case today. Now, if y'all have not seen, there's a video, a guy there. Shout out to Smash the Topic locally in the DFW area, y'all. He is street media, child. He be everywhere. Everybody know him. He has his camera ready. He gets the good stuff. Okay, he was out in the parking lot, y'all, and was able to do an interview with the man who. He was one of the men that was actually able to see the video footage. Okay, 11 minutes of the video footage outside at the stadium, and so he described what he saw on the footage. So I shared that snippet, that video of that interview. So make sure y'all check that out today too, because he said some good stuff, y'all. He said it wasn't just Carmelo out there against those twins; it was 4. 4 jumped on Carmelo, and Carmelo tried to retreat 2 times, and they kept pulling him back in there. See, they're not telling us everything, okay? Thank you so much, Buttercup. Have a good night. They are not telling us everything. They need to go ahead and release it so it can, bring down the racial stuff. This stuff ain't just about no race. It may have just been between a Black boy and some white kid, and I think it's a mixed kid up in there somewhere. Like, this is about this boy feeling nervous and scared. And you have all these boys about to, they literally did jump on him. Okay, they literally did. So he was trying to defend himself. Okay, but they're not saying it like that. It's like, oh, he was under their tent. Oh, they had words and he pushed and all of this, and he took it out and stuff. No, y'all missing a whole lot of stuff. That's why they need to release the video to the public, and hush down all this racial stuff, because it's getting crazy. It's like a whole war zone at the courthouse. They got Black people yelling at the white people yelling at the Black people. They all in each other's faces today. The sheriffs have to come. They broke it up. All this was on live. Okay, it wasn't on the regular news. See, they not gonna show all that, but the hood news, baby, they get all of the stuff outside. The cussing out, all of that. Okay, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot going on, so we got to make sure we keep up with that case as well. Then Romika's case, there has been an update with her case, so I want to make sure we talk about that. So y'all just set notifications, because some things may be premieres, certain things may be videos, and then sometimes I can actually do the lives. But I want to make sure that I'm keeping y'all updated. Lulu, you slip, you fallen. It's like Lulu got a publicist, but almost, not almost, although we went through her shared post several times, but the more I hear it, the more it sounds plagiarized. Exactly. He might be a worker at one of the places that they keep talking about with no footage. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he lives in that area though. She gonna say Jason made her set up Dro. Yeah, she gonna blame it on somebody else. She said, dang, tomorrow I have to work my real job. You're gonna have to get you some little earpieces. Sketchers for the win. Okay. London, Detective London is on the case. She already done found Robert Miller. Oh my gosh, girl. That was fast. Let's see. I couldn't resist. He's all scary and hard looking, running around in Skechers. Yes, Brittany, it's a lot. Okay, Buttercup. Yeah, she's going to speak again. Oh yeah, definitely. Robert Miller got to be a common name. Now we got to go dig deep. Air Max. I think when she said we bike, y'all, she was talking about her and Jason. Yeah, Buttercup, that's correct. Mm-hmm. She said, yes, I'm behind on both of those, but I got to get on those. And Carmelo and Meeks, yes. Let's see, singing like a bird. He was scared. See how people can twist things. Exactly. The kids videotaping and their text messages will tell more. Exactly. It is what it is. And the thing of it is, when the police got there, oh, and y'all, another thing I want to do, I want us to look through the arrest report and I know Nothing But the Truth. Shout out to Nothing But the Truth, because she had snippets of that interview with his brother Hunter, but I wanted to show that full interview also, because like I said, is it going to match up with the evidence? Okay, the things that actually come out. When the police showed up, they took all of the kids' phones. Okay, because see, y'all know how kids do, they record everything. They needed all of that footage for evidence. Okay, the kids that had gotten on the bus, the ones who were still standing around, all of that, they could be called in as witnesses to what happened. It's crazy. Jason gonna be like them people on the first 48 offer him a soda and food, and he telling everything. I'm telling you, GPD, if they bring in Jason, he's going to talk. Okay, you could tell he's scared. He was scared of Joe's mom. That's why he went ahead and did what she said do, okay, or not to do. He definitely scared of Lulu. See, they got him right where they want him, okay? They know that if he talks, he is going to incriminate himself also. So what are they going to do? Okay, he's going to have to talk. I think he would be the weaker end because Lulu has gotten away with stuff before. So they may have a better chance of going through Jason first. And then, like I said, Art not cleared either. I don't know what all he knows. Okay, we ain't saying nobody did anything, nothing like that with none of these people. But hey, questioning. Okay, I'm talking about from a questioning standpoint. Let's just see what's going on. Okay, and anyone is always welcome to come here to the open book. If you want to clarify some things, clear up some things, misconceptions. Hey, yeah, we're not going to hurt you. We're going to be nice. You know, we just got questions. We got questions. It's justice for Drum. Yeah, Jason was telling on himself. Okay. Girl, yes. Okay, me too. And I took some criminal investigating classes in college as a minor, but I didn't finish and get like a degree. But that stuff interests me, y'all. I mean, those classes, it was fun. I learned so much the times that I did take some classes. Let's see. Yes, shout out to Nothing But the Truth, y'all. She is on it too. I don't see how she does it because she does like the editing of the videos, and she's trying to keep up with the different topics too. I almost had a crime scene. My son airdrop to my TV while I'm girl, you probably was like, get that over here. I'm trying to watch what I'm watching. Okay. Oh my God, that is too funny. I had to step out a minute. I have a question about the pics of Dro. Did they redact his tattoos from the photos at the scene? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. I mean, I don't think I purposely just looked at that part, but I'll look, Karen. When did they read him his Miranda rights? Why did they let Carmelo talk? I guess oh, yes. You know what? The coaches were talking to him too before the police got there too. And he was talking then. Oh my God. He probably just didn't know. Oh, that's a scary situation, y'all. Like when you're young like that. And then I think in today's statement by one of the coaches, he said that he felt that Carmelo didn't know where he had stabbed Austin. Like, you know, he didn't think it was anything serious, or, you know, he just thought he kind of hurt him some. That's why when the cops had even wrote down that he asked, is he okay? You know, he's just making sure he was okay. Ooh, y'all, it's just, Hey, Kitty Lovely, Kitty K Lovely. She said some demographics believe the sacrifice of our people is a way to elevate their status. Ooh, that's deep. A lot of police are more loyal to their organizations than they are to their color. Ooh, and you are so right. Oh my gosh. That's true. That's a tough conversation, but that does happen. That's almost like that movie. What is it called? Don't be a menace while drinking your juice. And y'all know the little goofy one with um the guy that was supposed to be okay. It was almost like a shout out to Boys in the Hood or whatever, that portion of the movie. And he was the black cop, and it was Bernie Mac. He was like, I hate black lips. I hate black this. I hate black this. How you gonna hate black when your skin black? Okay. But he did not like even the very people in his community. He didn't like black people. Okay. And he's a whole cop. They will blame it all on him. I'm sure they have a one size fit Jason. Wait a minute. Not a one size fit Jason. Oh my goodness. So wait, do you think that everybody, if they ever get caught, everybody gonna blame it on Jason? Girl, that is messed up. Oh my goodness. I did two. OB took criminal justice in college and didn't finish. Been into crime since I was a child. Wow. See, I don't think I did it as a child. I don't know what made me interested. Like, I started watching the show Snapped every Sunday. Like, it really interests me. I don't know why, but every Sunday I would watch Snapped. Practicing what to say. A lot of people don't nor can't keep up with comments. You really got a special gift going. God bless you, OB, for your tenacity, playfulness, passion for crime solving, especially for us, your time and energy. Oh, thank you, lover. I appreciate that. I really, really do. That encourages me. Thank you so much. God bless you, sis. Sometimes, it helps to hear certain things, and you don't have to have that, but it's nice sometimes to get that word of encouragement. Thank you so much. It's been real, everyone. And also keep your eyes open in the YouTube streets. Okay. Thank you, Delightful Hills. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great evening. If they open this case, there will be justice for real. Right, Shelly? I'm telling you. But there should have been some adults around. Yes. Well, I think there was some adults around, but if you look at the video I shared today, the guy says that in one part of the video, I think one or two of the boys went over to distract the coach. Yes, like to me, that shows you playing this out too. Okay. If y'all are trying to distract the coach while y'all do what y'all over here doing. Yes, that's what he said. Yeah, that movie, Don't Be a Menace. It had the long name, the Boondocks character. Didn't the family move away from Texas? Yes, they did, Brittany, because they had so many threats. They gonna blame Jason. He's older and street. Poor Art, a mama's boy, want to be gangster. You silly. Let's see, enough to get a case open again. Lulu posed, then Dro posed. Yeah. I don't know if that would be enough to get the case reopened, but it would definitely be something to look into, being that Lulu mentioned the close friend of Jason, and Jason is saying that he wasn't there, but that has been debunked. Okay. So now they have to look into where was Jason, because he needs an alibi. If Jason, there's no alibi for Jason, and he was allegedly there at the hospital with Lulu, when did he get there? See, now you got the plan backwards. At what point did Jason get there then? What were you doing there? It opens up a whole other can of worms. If they find out he was there at that hospital when he has lied, okay, and said that he only came down there with Dro's mom. So what were you doing there? And why did you not answer the phone when Dro was trying to call? And also, Jason, we have not forgotten about the text messages that 3 replies are missing. Someone noticed that and called that out. Okay. So you got a lot of explaining to do, because your alibi is debunked. And hey, we don't know where you were. I used to watch the show Snap. Oh, okay. So you used to watch it too. Man, and Jason telling everybody he's the weakest link. Yes, she is fire. Yes. So it asked me if I wanted to post, but sounds like it would have been taken down. Oh. And some, you know what? Some cases, y'all, in certain names, I think they don't go out into the algorithm on purpose. To be honest, I think that they try to shadow ban certain topics and certain names, like Kendrick's name. I think they try to like not push that out as much. Certain ones, I think it's intentional on certain things that they don't want it out, and for the word, the message, to grow on certain things. I don't know about this case. I have to catch up on this one. Yes, definitely. I don't know Jason, but he's definitely stressed. Kitty Cat Lovely. Now he's definitely stressed. He is. He probably cannot sleep, y'all. Dro probably hunts him in his sleep till he speaks up and tells the truth of what happened. Yes, y'all got to look into Carmelo's case while it's still, everything is just starting. So you don't want to get too far behind. I did a couple of lives too, like overviews on what happened with that case, because it happened last year. So it's good that they kind of got to it fast. It's in Collin County in Texas, near Dallas, right there in Frisco. That's where they're having the trial. But he had gotten into it at a track meet. It was raining that day. They had tents up, and so he passed one tent because they said it was too many people under there. So he went to the other tent to kind of get out of the weather. So the boys started bothering them, taking his bag, and said it was multiple boys, not just the two, and said that turned into a whole fight. And so he reached into his bag and pulled out something, because I'm still trying to confirm what the something was, and he stabbed one of the twins, and he ended up dying right there on the side. And he's calling it self-defense. Yes, Kendrick's case. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Brittany. Very similar. They will fry Jason if he makes another mistake. Ooh, you say they'll fry him. The old video Jason posted from December 2024. Yes, I told them, Angela. That was from a whole different year. Oh yeah, I was a Snap fan. Now I don't watch it now, but I used to every Sunday. I mean, not that I won't watch it, but yeah, I don't even know if it still comes on. If you ask me, we all passed the first course. We're some great investigators, right? Okay, great underpage. We are now, I told y'all, you have been deputized. Put DET period in front of your name. Okay, so we got Detective Delightful Hills. Okay, Detective Monica. Yes, it's in McKinney. Oh, wait, what did I say? Frisco? Isn't Frisco near McKinney? Wait a minute. Now, Detective Monica, hold up. I thought it was in Frisco. Girl, I know it's in Collin County, okay? But Frisco, is Frisco near McKinney? Girl, I'm not familiar with that side of town like that. She said, I want all y'all of my stuff for real. Look how we come together in this way. It's beautiful. Yes. Now we can figure out the beforehand of this nonsense. Please, God, help us. Yes. And you know what? Hey, Protected 91. You know what, sis? To be honest, God leads me and just shows things to me out of the blue. Like literally, I'll be standing there getting ready or something, and a thought comes for me to look at something. That's how the Holy Ghost can like really lead you, on stuff. Not that, it miraculously falls into your lap or anything like that, but he leads you, he guides you. He's about all truth. He's about justice as well. People forget about that. God is a God of justice. He speaks all truth. Okay, come on now. So those things, he will lead us. It will reveal things through us. Okay, come on. Like this here fell into my lap right here. I didn't even see this article. I was looking for something else. Just like that thing with Lulu, the whole thing we went through on the members today. I wasn't looking for that. I just came across it and was like, what is this? And then I'll be like, Dro, you helping us something? Okay, I'm telling you, certain things just fall in your lap. You don't even have to look for it. Yes, Frisco is near McKinney. Okay, girl, thank you for correcting me, T Mills. Child, why I thought it was in Frisco. Ooh, see, because I want to report it the right way. So, Collin County in McKinney, Texas. Okay, yep, it's an all-white jury. And the judge, yeah, he said he wanted it wrapped up by June 12th. Yep. They are cults. It's McKinney. I don't live too far from the courthouse. I go, oh, okay, you go to that one to get your sticker. Have you been by there since all of this has been going on? Because, girl, it's crazy. Yes. Yep. I feel bad for him. He's so nervous, which is understandable. This is first time getting in trouble like this. This little boy, he was working 2 jobs, captain of the football team, had straight A's, come from a great family. And one decision can change the whole trajectory of your life. Now he was a young teenager that's having to grow up so fast and sit in a whole courthouse. Imagine how intimidating that is. You sit in a whole courthouse with, you already went through a traumatic experience with a bunch of white boys coming for you and beating you up. And guess what? Now you are in a courtroom with nothing but white, pretty much. White jurors, white judge, white lawyers. Now, I'm not trying to make this a racial thing, but do you see how that could be PTSD all over again? And based on their decision, that then will determine the rest of your life, whether you're going to be free or whether you're going to have to go to jail. And even if he does, y'all, if they find him not guilty, he's probably going to go somewhere else to live because of the amount of hate and racial tension that's here. They had to move the last time because of the threats. It's so sad, so it's like a catch-22. Let's get Jason into that police department to get him questioned. Then he's gonna sing, right? For Reek, they gonna fall too because they are kids, and kids are more scared. Yep. The girl Taquasha, is it Taquasha or Taquasha? But she tell them what she feels, so it's unfolded. If they lazy ass police push through, okay, yes, go to the weakest link. If you go back and listen, I believe they picked Jason up in the middle of the night because they said before Dro was mad, Lulu invited someone. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and listen. No, it's too crazy for me. I did think about driving by today, but not after I left that dentist's office. Okay, gotcha. She said, I'm trying to leave. Look, that's me too. Sometimes they be like, well, I'll see y'all later. And then the conversation keep going. You're like, well, shoot, let me see what else. That's how we do. Shelly, she talks about me, y'all, because I'll say, well, it's like we on the phone. So I'll be like, well, y'all, I think that's all that I have for today. So that'll be one closing. Then I'll be like, well, thank y'all so much. Those of you who did the supers, blah, 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 blah. Then here y'all go. Y'all keep coming, and me, I don't want it to just be like I'm ignoring the comments. So I'll just keep reading comments. Then I'll be like, the comments slow down again. I'm like, well, y'all, I think I'm going to get off, And Shelly be having me laughing. She clocks it every time. Shelly done already said her goodbye, child. She probably is out of here. Okay. They always trying to tear down a black man. Yes, God is all knowing. Okay, come on now. He knows it all. So regardless of if they think they got away with something, they don't. They don't get away from him. He knows who did it. Okay, you can try to fool us all day. The person she invited was Jason. Is there any information on the Robinson case where the 6 friends arrested or no? No, they have not been arrested. There is a new case against them. The girl who was actually fighting Shanquella, she was trying to get off of the case. She wanted to be dismissed from it, but the judge said no. She still has to be a part of the lawsuit. So that's kind of like a little mini win for the family, because she's definitely trying to get out of it. And that's the main one we saw on video fighting Shanquella. I hope so, Sharon. Thank you so much, lover. I appreciate that. Oh, Shelly is right there. She said, thanks everyone for joining. This is my fourth. She said, this is my fourth time. Oh my goodness. Girl, look, y'all keep on coming with the look in my nosy tail. I'm trying to see what y'all see. I'm trying to see, do I need to write down any notes, anything I need to look into? I think we're in the times where we are about to go back. Yes, the fight for the rights. Yep. Hey, Coco Bree, welcome. Changed her name and everything. Yeah, she changed her name. Imani, girl, they gonna find you whether you're Dejanay or Imani. Okay, they know what you look like. I'm like, Yeah, she really did, Brittany. I hate that happened to her, but I pray for justice for her as well. I did do a little mini video over that too. Y'all want to look at that? I think a week ago with that update. Yes, I think it was a week or so ago. So that wasn't that long ago. Kendrick's case is still moving too. His family has not given up. Okay, they have not given up, and their tenacity, okay, and strength that they have to keep going until they get justice. Yet the system is designed to break our people down to their lowest level, so that it's impossible for them to ever succeed in life. Wow. My God, this can't be it. Please, everyone, let's do our big one in prayers. Yes, y'all, we definitely, that's not cliche, okay? We definitely must pray during this time. Because we don't want this to turn into this whole racial thing, y'all, where it just overshadows the real justice part of what took place that day. And then, for everyone's safety too, there are people going to court every day. That's trying to, content creators, they're trying to get the news. You got the news people there, you got family going there, you got all of that, Carmelo showing up every day. So we're just praying that, they give him a fair trial, and really look at the facts and so forth. And then for all these other cases, with Reek and Dro and even Ashley, y'all, and these sisters, I don't even know about that case. It's so many unanswered questions in these cases that they be brought, to justice, and that the truth be revealed in all of these cases as to what happened, regardless of how the police may cancel it and close it. That doesn't mean it's closed in God's books, okay? People may get comfortable. They may think it's over, but it's not over until God says it's over. And he truly knows the truth and will reveal that. Thank you, Shelly. Yeah, he'll reveal the truth in his perfect timing when they feel like they've gotten away, and then bam, okay, the cuffs come. We had a whole live about that, about karma doesn't have an expiration date, okay? Not yet, LaShandra. Girl, I need to, because I do vote, especially in the local elections too. Yep, she sure was. It's so much going on. It really is. It's more information that's coming out with every case. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. How are the police? Yeah, we were talking about that Protecting 91. How are you declaring no foul play when you only found a gun and a shell case in there, but you say you have not released whether he's been shot? Okay. You couldn't find his body. It seems like they brought his body at a later time, okay, after y'all had searched the first time, and then they ended up bringing his body there. Seems like the scene was staged, okay, his bag and food and all of that stuff put there, just like with Dro's case. And then y'all don't have no autopsy reports, no toxicology reports, none of that, okay? So how are we so quick? That's the whole point of this live. How are we so quick to give up on our Black men and their investigations and call it an accident, call it, oh, it's not suspicious, oh, it's not foul play, when everything screams that something is not right, that there are too many inconsistent statements Too many unknowns, too many unanswered questions. Okay, in these cases, enough is enough. Like, this has to stop. Okay, it really does. And we're going to keep calling it out. You tried to get off of Lover. Okay. She said I tried to get off about 40 minutes ago. Child, okay. Y'all holding me here. I'm really, to be honest, it's nothing on TV. Wait, hold on. Well, now, the Voice Sisters shot, they had the last little episode. Okay, I'm really up for the night right now anyway, so I'm good. As long as y'all good, I'm good. Okay, I just don't want to keep y'all too long. So many cases to solve. God says vengeance is mine. Yes, Angela, and I posted that the other day too. Okay, come on now. He said he will repay. Exactly. God will give you download people they don't realize. I guess they have, and I'm a seer beyond just loving to investigate. Right, delightful. He'll lead you. He really will. That's all we as Black people want is fairness. Say it again. Okay, that part. Right. She invited Jason or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. She probably invited him. Well, the mom, yeah, she wanted Dro's truck though. The one she plants on the videos. Like, he's here to see it. Yeah, that truck. She wanted the truck. Okay, in his stuff. Pretty much. She knew that Jason had it. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Okay, solid group of ladies. Yes, I would love to have a man come in and chat. Hi, Jason. Hello, Lucifer. Twin boyfriend. I mean, brother. You know what? Sometimes we do get some men in here. Now, I know, shout out to Mr. CKB. Now, he did a video not too long ago because he wasn't on it for some months. Now, Mr. CKB, he said that he's sometimes in the bushes, and he said that he sees all the ladies up in here and was like, y'all just act like y'all be on the phone. Y'all be over here just chatting. But, he's coming to the chat every once in a while. But I think the men sometimes are like, man, it's a lot of ladies. So they don't know what to do. I know, real talk, no Chaser, Terry Dow, they'll come in. Who else comes in every once in a while? I just know I have their support. But y'all, I don't think they can handle all of all of the women. Okay. Thank you, Shelly. Shelly said, if we're going to be in here, y'all send some super. Girl, you crazy. No, she didn't say it like that. Yes, cases that we need answers to. Exactly. Sorry for the type. Oh, no, you're okay. You're good. I signed a petition for that Imani liar for sure. What kind of petition? Yes, we still got to fight for Kendrick. Yes. How can we sign a petition for Carmelo? You know what? I don't know. Brittany, I don't know if it's at that point yet for anything. I haven't seen a petition for him yet. They're going to tell Winrick's case. They already doing it on TikTok. Oh. Can't keep up. But if we don't see through some of these, yeah, we'll see nothing at all. Right. And we've made some leeway in some of these cases with some info that we didn't know before. You were coaching your chat into investigative journalism, right? Hey, did you see our new name, Protector 91? Let me put it back on here because we've been having Sheila giving us, let's see, let me put this back. Okay, so this is our new name, and if you're in the chat or in the replay, you have been deputized. So just put the DET in front of your name. You are now detective. We got Detective Delightful Hills, Detective Monica, Detective Angels, Detective Protector 91, Detective Stephanie, and so on, Detective Shelley. So everybody has been deputized here. And hey, Detective Lover, hey, we're on it. Okay, this is the open. Oh, you know what? I let me retype that. I forgot open book. Hold on. Open book, police department, and Investigative Agency, LLC, INC. Here's our new. Well, look, we got to rebrand. We had our whole name change. Okay. Oh my God, Shelly. Okay, yeah. Hey, Detective Shelly, Detective Sheila, y'all. This our new. We gotta get us some name badges. Okay, this is the Open Book Police Department and Investigative Agency, LLC, INC. Okay. Oh my God, that's y'all fault. Okay. We got to get us some detective hats. Okay. Oh, yeah, y'all, you know what? Thank you, Lord. Look how the Lord will just drop. Whoo. Come on now. He just dropped that in my spirit. I got to find us some cute little open book detective hats. Uh-oh. We're going to put that on sale. Okay. I gotta find and put that in my notes. See, the longer we on here, I'm getting more and more ideas, child. Okay, so now look, it's gonna be a one size fit all. We ain't gonna have look. I don't care what shape your head is. Get you some bobby pins. If it does not fit your head, get you some bobby pins, okay? And we'll put those hats on. I think I got to find me some hats, child, some detective hats. The little, what is it, magnifying glass, okay? Yeah, we got a new theme song, Detective Monica. Now, wait a minute, okay? Now, we're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. We're going to get us some hats. Okay, apparently we can't just rely on police or detectives. Yes, right. And we're going to start charging people fees too. Okay. All these cases, child. Yeah, can I go and speak with all the police departments personally? Hey, Detective Stephanie, do your thing, girl. You have been deputized. Okay, I hope I'm using the right word. Because you be breaking my heart when live says, oh, the members only. You are a subscriber. You mean members only. I think that's what you're talking about, LaShondra. Okay, Trooper S reporting for duty. Come on now. She said your chat is popping OB. Yeah, we might laugh, but we laugh at ignorant and lack thereof what we seeking. Right, exactly. Exactly. We're not just tickled just to be tickled, child. We be laughing when we talking about something. Girl, yes. Okay, Detective Sheila reporting. Come on now. One size fit all. I'm telling you, you heard? Okay, everything was staged months prior. Detective Angela is on it, baby. She said she ain't got time to joke. Okay, she said everything was staged months prior. Jason knew he would use that old video to clear himself. They could have robbed him in Fort Lauderdale, instead of Gainesville, get him away from home. Yeah, because I want to know at what point did he exchange? That's one of my questions too. Give his card to Jason, and where was Jason at? Because why didn't he give him the bottle of Hennessy during that time? You see what I'm saying? What part did he give? What point did he give his car up for him to detail? And then someone also brought up a good point. Did they ever return the BMW? Because they said it was a rental. But when was that returned? See, all of that needs some evidence, some proof. Okay? That we need proof of that. And besides the stories in top is where focus on this is happening everywhere of the world. And yes, we need to stay prayed up. It's a privilege to make it back home. I know that's right. Every day on your kids. Hey, I pray and thank God every day because, hey, that's a privilege. It's an understatement, really, to make it home every day. Because some people are not, y'all. It's so crazy. She laughing at me because I'm in the chat. Hey, Detective Karen reporting. Okay, come on now. Y'all, we got to get us some hats. Get a little magnifying glass, okay? But y'all, I am definitely about to get off. Okay, shout out to the sponsors, Purple Virgo, Shelly Shells, Lover and Brittany, thank you ladies so much for being sponsors of today's live. People fear to realize there are two realms, spiritual, and flash people have to realize there's a lot going on in the unseen. Yeah, it's spiritual. Yeah, it's spiritual warfare. Definitely. Oh, love red. Look, y'all, I told y'all I love you too. And guess what? Girl, you are the third person that corrected me because I want to get y'all names right. Because, baby, when I don't have glasses on, I be messing people's names up. I had messed up Miss Dee Dee's name. Who was the other one? Lori's name. So now I was messing up Lover's name. She said it's called Love Red. Okay. Oh my God. Detective Love Red reporting. Thank you for correcting me because I don't want to get people's names wrong. Okay. Oh, Lord. Y'all, that is crazy. That's 3 people. Lulu kicked me all the way out of the chat. Oh, my goodness. Okay, B Life in the building late. Detective B Life. B Life. Come on now. You are late. Okay, and we are about to get off. You have been deputized. Okay, you are now a detective in the Open Book Police Department and Investigative Agency, LLC, Inc. Okay. Lulu drank that Henny. She keeps them straws. Look, we got to come on through with it. I got to find it first. Okay, y'all know I'm going to be on it too. Pin that hat. If your head too big, you better pin it. Okay. Did we check the date on the text message that Dro sent thanking Jason? Yes. I'm thinking it was, I can't remember right now. I believe it was on the 27th though. Yeah, I believe it was on the 27th. I'm going to have to look, though, just to verify. They're not looking until the real beat that's actually happening. Right. I got all my kids' phone on location. Me too. Months before this happened to Tyrone, he was robbed. Jason planned everything from the jump. He picked out the cabin. Yeah, because I wanted to know who had picked out that cabin. The kids are letting it out that it was beef and it was a problem. They need to look into the problem. That's what I'm saying. See, that's the thing. In both of these cases, y'all, it started somewhere. Like, how did it get to that point? Okay, that's something to consider. I wanted to say something earlier because you were messing her name up. Y'all, don't let me be up in here messing up y'all name. Okay, I was wondering. I started to ask, was it Lover or Love Red? I'm so glad you corrected me. Here's Miss Dee Dee right here. I was calling Miss Dee Dee Miss Did It. I'm so glad she told me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, with his cute little self. He was not harming himself. I believe they all could have been by. Oh, really? Uh-oh. She done added a twist. She said, I've been listening and cracking up. I don't know nothing Jason posts now. I don't think he's been posting. He owns the black SUV BMW. The one they were in at the Wawa. Someone said that was a rental. Oh, Lord. Was that his too? She said, I'm smoking. I'm chilling. My kids asleep. Mine too, I think. Well, I think. I'm surprised my son not in here, child, because he usually be up in here watching TV. My Google keep telling me I'm trying to purchase gifts to fill out forms. You shouldn't have to fill out a form. Huh. And God also said, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. Okay. Now, I didn't know that car was his. See, that's something we need to really verify. Because I've been hearing it's a rental. I know the truck was. Detective Ms. Dee Dee Israel is present and accounted for. Let's go. Okay. Joe said before that Jason plans most of his trips. See, Joe was giving us clues. And rewind those messages because Jason told Dro he was asleep, not at the block party. He sure did. You are right about that. You are right about that. Wow, he did say he was asleep. Yes. Well, kind of. Thank you, Love Red. Now I'm going to remember. No, y'all let me know. Because for one, I don't have my glasses on all the time. And then, like, I don't have the light on. I know I should know better because I don't even have the light on. Okay. So that really messes up your eyes. So if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm big on that because I like people to get my name right. Even with the students, I always tell them, let me know your name and how to pronounce it. Because see, that's a way to develop relationships with your students. You don't want to learn from somebody that can't get your name right. Okay. So I'm like that with the chat too. I don't want you being over here supporting me and I'm always messing your name up. Like, that's not right. Not Lulu, kick me out. Yeah, he said he was asleep. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. But thank y'all so much for tapping in. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you have not. It is for free. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so much again for joining tonight. I hope everyone has a wonderful night and a great Friday. On tomorrow, we're almost to the weekend. Shout out to the mods in the building on tonight. I appreciate you ladies. All of the members that are lit up in green. You are a member. Make sure you go back and watch our members live from earlier today because y'all, it was good. Okay, it was a good one. Y'all ain't help your girl, but hey, we gonna figure it out. Okay, we got too many detectives in here. We gonna figure it out. But thank y'all. Thank you, Brittany. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great night. And until next time, be blessed. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book. Every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.